Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it might be in your location. Give me some feedbacks, please. If you can hear me and you can see me, everything working good. It's not too loud or too soft. And yeah, Happy New Year to you, Brian. I hope you're doing good and you're gonna visit Kentucky at some point this year, right? Come watch some basketball with me or something. All right, people. So I'm here just to give people the opportunity to talk. Let us know what you think about the whole situation at Chelsea Football Club right now. So feel free to call us and yeah, have a conversation. I'm here for the people, to be honest with you. It's very, very late here. Sleepy, but too much going on in my mind right now. So if you wanna come through, feel free to do so. Or you wanna comment or ask questions. Otherwise, I'll be just checking on some breaking news or whatever, and then. Good morning to you, Mr. CFC London. Okay, Mr. Okay, say all is perfect. Okay, right. Thank you for the feedback. Mr. Machoka say that all we need is to offload average players, not sack the coach. Okay. And Kamaho Fashion say that yes, for me everything is clear and cool, loud. All right, good. Laurenz, Nairobi, Kenya, nice, clear, thank you. I always says that Chelsea don't have good scouting managers. We sacked everybody. Chelsea sacked all the scouting department. They have new team in place now. Hopefully they can do their job, because the scouting been really a disaster for Chelsea in the last years. It was only Marina decided in the office with his agent to who is coming to Chelsea or not. Hussein said that we should go for RB. There are so many RB. Are you talking about RB Leipzig? I know this is initials for somebody, but come on, man. Just put the name there. It's not going to take you 1,000 years to do it. Boateng said that Porter cannot help the team. All right. Okay, so thank you everybody for stopping by. If you don't mind, give me a like, a sub this morning. Interesting. Just give me a like, man. The more you like, the more people will join us, and we can have more people to talk and express themselves. This is a therapy session, so you can come here, talk about whatever you want. The channel is freedom here. You, as long as you don't attack, insult people personally, you feel free to say who do you want out and in and all that. So okay, saying hi to my brothers and sisters very quickly before we start. Actually, Matt is in the house. I can never be Porter out because I was never Porter in. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a good that is a good one. Right back, yeah. RB is right back. Man, say it. Just put right back instead of RB. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and sleepy. No coffee, because if I drink coffee, I can't go back to work to sleep. So make things a little easier for me, not come on, young people. Now even Jorginho 5 can't be a Brighton player. He is below average as well as Koulibaly. The problem with Porter is doing late subs. He doesn't respond quickly. Yeah, you got a point here. You got a point. Jorginho honestly won't even get to my Sunday league team, to be honest, because there on Sunday, on weekend when we play, people are drunk. People might be smoking something because they have a lot of energy and pushing people around. I'm telling you, and I'm not even joking, Jorginho won't get in my Sunday league team. You know what I mean? With that kind of body, physicality, and backward recycling FC, I don't think he's going to even make it in my Sunday league team. But not only Jorginho, everybody in the team pretty much, we got bodied. Even Thomas Tuchel said it, that we are pushed around, we are bodied, we are such and such, no mentality, no nothing. So I don't know how to create that. But yeah, so many clean players in our team who don't want to really put the work and who always want to blame the next guy. But if you do your job first, I think you might blame less people. Oh, I have already guessed. Sorry. Let me check on. Give me a few seconds. Bam. Oh, he's gone. Bobby, sorry, I didn't see you, bro. I just checked on you and then you are gone already. Sorry about that. I didn't even hear any signal here. That's the problem. So if you want to call back, feel free to do so. Apologize because I have like 4 screens in front of me with different stuff. Only people like Matt can understand what I'm talking about here, right? The people who do YouTube. So I have so many screens in front of me now that I have to check. So one screen is only for like a call-in show that I take from StreamYard and put on YouTube. So I have like to double check all the time to see if somebody is at the back there waiting. So, but feel free to call again and we will put you through. No problem at all. By the way, this is the link for the stream. You can call us. No problem at all. What is happening here with this guy here, Fabrizio Romano? Is there any news about Chelsea? Enzo Fernandez, same old. So feel free, anybody, even if you support another team, you come here and you talk to us. Tell us what you think about your team or something like that. No problem. Okay. Prince said that instead of them go in for Rafael Leao, creativity player, they still sit down for Man City to sign this player. Okay, you got a point. Hussein said that maybe we should accept defeat for this season, but not next season if it is the same case. Pora have to leave. Yeah, this season, listen, I prepare myself to accept whatever outcome it is, but the decision making, and it's just making me so mad. The decision making for me is the problem. Like, if you have people who don't perform or who don't want to be there, and you have a bench full of some players, at least you have some options from the bench. Hutchison is on the bench. You have Chaluba on the bench. No matter how bad people might think they are, they might help more than what we got. You know what I mean? Like, have big balls to kind of, bench big players, the so-called big players, senior players. I don't care where you're coming from, academy, whatever, Italy, Brazil, France, I don't care. All of them are my boy. All of them are Blues. Even if Mason Mount is not performing, bench him. Put somebody. Hutchison is there. Chukwuemeka, whoever. I want him to start making bold decisions. That's my problem with this guy here, Pora. He doesn't have big balls to make big decisions, big calls, or make changes the time that we need really a change, because you don't want to upset a so-called big player. So what the point? You play those so-called big players, you lose. What do you have to do anymore? You already lost. So put whoever got more energy there. At least they will try. They will run, you know. So I think that... okay, so Matt said that, yes, we need a whole new team. It's going to be a long story, though. We might need a whole new team. But remember, we spent 300 million last season, last summer, and apparently to buy the missing piece, and we all were very, very happy with Koulibaly, Raheem Sterling, Aubameyang, whose name again, we bought somebody called Fofana. We bought all of them 300 million, and they look below average. They are not doing anything. So when you say, Matt, I respect your opinion, we need a whole new team, but also we can still get something out of what we got now. If we are not afraid of benching the so-called big players or senior players, and play the kid, the guy who got more energy, play them, you know, regardless of your passport. I think we need just to start thinking about Chelsea Football Club. Instead of, where are you coming from? What is your passport and your last name and how much money you make at Chelsea, you know? Bobby, whenever you're ready, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope your family, everybody doing good. Whenever you're ready, you can jump and tell us what do you think, bro? We don't have a specific topic. As you all know, you bring your topic and we discuss. That's the show.
Honestly, Orgs, Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, because I was having a little audio problem at first. Listen, Orgs, I think Chelsea fans have every right to be concerned. Mm-hmm. I know the injuries that we have to, some key players is quite important. Mm-hmm. And has affected us. But the truth of the matter is that the team needs to process its transition. And as I posted to you here, Graham Potter needs to commit to change, or he will lose his job. He will pay the price. He's got to commit to this change. Mm-hmm. And if the club is not going to win anything or is not going to achieve anything this season, at least let us start to see the process in effect. Now, you're quite right. This is the one thing that really concerns me in particular about our English coaches, more than other coaches. Other coaches do it too. It's not just an English problem, but we tend to do it more. And this is picking players based on reputation, based on nationality, all that sort of nonsense. People like Raheem Sterling, yes, there was a huge investment in him. It was a mistake that came through Tuchel or whoever picked him, or the fact that when the fire sale was made and the new owners had very little time to act in the transfer market, they had to do something rather than nothing. But Raheem Sterling, at best, is a squad player. Man City recognized this. He took exception to it, but that's the reality. And Potter, he's not showing any strength. He needs to be stronger. Now, can he afford to put Raheem Sterling on the bench? I can understand why he's not looking to create disharmony in the team. But I think we've got to that point where he needs to do it. There's no point benching people like Carney Chukwuemeka anymore. He needs to come on and play. Yeah. I can understand perhaps the decision not to bring on Omari Hutchinson too quickly, because you see, part of Chelsea's problem, in fact, a big part of Chelsea's problem, is a lack of physicality, a huge lack of physicality. We were bullied, beaten up, and kicked up all over the place on that pitch yesterday.
Yeah, true.
And that would never. I mean, can you remember the days of people like Obi Mikel?
Never.
Bala,
You don't bully them. You know, Ramirez.
Yeah, Matic. You don't bully them. You know that goal that they scored
at that midfield.
Yeah, the goal that they scored when 2'0" Pulisic was trying to head the ball against those big burly Nottingham Forest players. That would have been cleared by the likes of Mikel, Matic. They were constantly clearing corners like that with headers. So that lack of physicality in Chelsea is a big problem. Also, dare I say it, you know, Koulibaly, you know, I don't know. Koulibaly is not somebody that you can rely on. Certainly if you haven't got the midfield.
He let me down. Koulibaly let me down. I was one of the biggest advocate, like for 6 years. I've been really asking and demanding for that brother, but in the Premier League, and that's why I tell people the Premier League is a different animal. Or probably we went for him the wrong time when he was already done. I don't know.
Exactly.
And we thought
we went
he's
for
going to be
Koulibaly
Thiago
6 years
Silva
too late. You know, he should have been brought much earlier, much younger, where his adaptability would have been better. But okay, it's done. Badiashile is around. You know, he's going to need time to settle in. You see, the problem now is that Chelsea have backed themselves into a corner where the temptation to do things in a hurried way could even make it worse.
Yeah.
Now, it's not all down to the players. I think a lot of it is down to Potter's tactics. A lot of it is also down to injury. You know, for example, people don't like it, but I think because of his physicality, we could have done with a fit Ruben Loftus-Cheek in midfield.
Yeah,
that would have helped us. It saddens me to say this. Well, it doesn't. But the reality is that Jorginho is not suited to how we play or to how the Premier League is.
Yeah.
You know, he's a luxury midfielder that needs to be surrounded by workhorses so he can just concentrate.
And also, that is a very, very good point. And also, remember back when he was doing okay and people got carried away that he's the best because he had like 100 or 1,000 passes every single game. People didn't realize that back then teams were sitting back and waiting. So Jorginho had all the time on the ball to recycle, the recycling factory, pass quickly, first touched, bam, bam, bam. He's going to have 1,000 passes, and then the statistics for people who don't really watch football, they just watch highlight and watch statistics. They will tell you, oh, look, masterclass, 100 or 1,000 passes today completed. They're going to put some unnecessary, useless statistics on social media, and people go crazy because they don't watch football. Those passes means nothing at the end of the day. Zero. How many lines did you break? Nothing. How many through ball did you put? Nothing. It's always pass the problem to somebody else. Transfer the problem quickly to somebody else and point fingers to that person to pass it forward. He's in the midfield, and instead of passing the ball to Mason Mount, who is waiting in the attack, he will pass it to Edouard Mendy, who is horrible with his feet, and point fingers to Edouard Mendy to pass it to Mason Mount or Aubameyang. We all know how bad that brother is with his feet. So it would have been more easier for you from the midfield to make a pass forward than somebody else from the back line to pin the ball, because we don't have many of them. And since teams were not like attacking, they were a little bit afraid, the fear factor. Now they realize that the fear factor is not there because the midfield is like hologram, nothing there. They are not afraid anymore because one through ball break all the line, and we are already in danger. It's already in our back four. So yeah, the fact that people are not afraid of us because they realize we don't have the midfielder, and also so Jorginho don't have now the time on the ball necessary to make 1,000 passes and get all the credit. And also when you have N'Golo Kante killing himself, sacrificing his life for you, Kovacic to a certain extent, because that brother can beat the pressure, can put tackles. His problem also is passing. The last pass, the assist or shoot or whatever. He enjoys too much his football just like a kid. Dribble, dribble, dribble. For what? Business. You know, football at the end of the day is business. What you do with dribbling, what you do with beating pressure is more important. So we have a very, very tough situation. People will tell you Jorginho was the Ballon d'Or, whatever, but they don't really take to consideration those little things that made him in that position. Yeah, so I completely agree with you. Things need to be said the way it is, because people feel bad to say them because they're going to be criticized because he got a lot of fans, or people will be afraid of talking about Mason Mount or whatever because he's from the academy or whatever. Things need to be said, you know. That's the way I see it. I don't care where you're coming from, your passport or whatever. It's about Chelsea Football Club at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I took a careful look at the forward line as well yesterday. And to be honest, you know, I know, I looked at Aubameyang when he came on. And to me, Aubameyang further exacerbated the fact that the midfield is non-existent. Mm-hmm. And the wings are non-existent. You have Sterling, who really is there, liability. Bro? You know, Sterling causes
Bobby,
more problems than he solves.
Wait.
Sorry?
Probably it's my problem. Hello, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
I think it's my problem, probably not Bobby's. Give me a few seconds to fix it. Hello, Bobby?
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Why? It was my issue, not yours. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. I was saying that, you know, the big problem here is that it's not even Aubameyang. It's not even the centre forwards. It's certainly not Kai Havertz. It's the wings and the midfield. Sterling on the right was causing more problems than he solved. Yeah. Pulisic on the left is too weak. Mm-hmm. He's too weak for the Premier League on the ball. And the midfield was non-existent. Mm-hmm. And so when you don't have any service, the forwards cannot score. They're busy trying to look to make their own service. Now, I can now understand why Chelsea are linked to so many attacking players, because the wings and the attack, or rather the wings, has major problems. What I don't understand is why Chelsea is not getting a right back. Look, whether Reece James comes back tomorrow, that's not the answer.
He might go back again and re-injury again. That brother is just one game and then he's back. So we need a permanent solution there.
He needs rotation. He needs to be rotated. Even, you know, people were crying, oh, why are we getting a left back? We got Levi Colwill. We're getting a left back because we need strength in depth. Yes, it doesn't remove Levi Colwill, but it allows Cucurella to play in his position as we're getting a left centre back to allow Cucurella to play as that left back. And you know what, left to me, I think we should get another left back, because I don't think Ben Chilwell is going to ever come back to anything near what he was. I think now...
Yeah, when you have an ACL injury, you are right, man. Me, when I see like let's say now Broja, that ACL injury for me, he's out. Like, he's not in my mind anymore. It becomes like, okay, if one day he can have a certain level. When you have an ACL injury, your knee is not stable anymore. You got little injuries here and there all the time because it's not the same. Sometimes they replace the tissue over there by some artificial things. You're not the same anymore. You can tell. Look at even Van Dijk today. He's not the same Van Dijk before that ACL injury. So and I don't understand what the curse at Chelsea. We always got the worst injuries ever in the team. What's going on with your doctors over there? What's wrong?
It's not really the doctors. It's just one of those things. But, this is the time to start to bring in your Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall can play that left back. He can play the wing, the midfield. He can help with the depth of the squad. Potter just has to do this. I know it's difficult because the injuries have not helped at all. But he has these youngsters. And there is no point. I mean, leaving Carney Chukwuemeka on the bench makes no sense to me. Play this guy. Play him. I mean,
that's what I said. And even I like also managers that can try something, make a bold decision and try something. The way I see it, that kid called Lewis Hall, because he's so versatile. He can play from the left-hand side. He can play in the midfield this season. Before he was moved permanently to the first team in the academy, he played in the midfield. Excellent. He played from the right-hand side. I like managers who can sometimes think outside the box and say, you know what? I am going to make a decision today. It might not please people, but I'm going to play this guy from a different position and let wait and see what's going to happen, and play him instead of Aspilicueta because he can cross the ball. He got a lot of energy. He got like a lot of defensive skills. The kid can run the entire day. He's only 18 years old. So at Chelsea, looks like we have that kind of mindset of, oh, if you are a kid, you are not good enough. Oh, you don't have experience enough. But we are losing with the so-called experienced people on the pitch. What do you have to lose? People can understand that you tried something at least. But when you don't have the balls to make those big decisions and try something different, it's going to always be this way. So I think we have solutions. We just don't try,
And that's why I started by saying Potter needs to commit to change or pay the price.
That is a good point.
He was brought in because he was meant to be able to work with young players. We haven't seen that yet. He's constantly turning to old players. Aspie's done. Thiago Silva, he needs to be used sparingly. Koulibaly, I don't know, he needs a lot. There are too many players on that field that need a lot of support. Jorginho, he needs people around him. Silva needs people around him. Koulibaly needs people around him. Aspie, not fast enough. It's too much. Sterling, too many problems.
I completely understand.
You not physical enough.
You are spot on, Mr. Joseph. Johannesburg, Porter out, right? You're coming to punch me in the face. Oh, you support the Porter? You see. Yeah, what do you have to say, Mr. Joseph?
Right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. It's not a happy one because the beginning, listen, they just completely destroyed my day yesterday. What do you have to say,
I'm
man?
happy. I'm already out from my heart, Chelsea. I told you last time.
Okay,
since
so
this
you
guy
took a break
came
from Chelsea?
Yeah, a break. Like normally I'm watching any team, not the usual Chelsea, which I'm watching my team. I'm watching like any team in England. It's like that. I don't have any sense to less sleep or something like that.
Okay, that is.
Joseph, sorry to cut you short. I just want to say one last thing at this moment.
Yes, sir.
If you are playing in the Premier League, you must have physicality. Full stop.
Yeah.
Arsenal's midfield with Thomas Partey, I've forgotten the name of the other guy. Even their
Saka,
defense, they are
and
physical.
even Odegaard, they are very physical. Yeah.
Physical. Man City, the same thing. Liverpool, the same thing. Even Man United. Chelsea is full of weaklings. Weaklings. I've been saying this for years. We need to stop this nonsense of getting these weak, wimpish players into the field at Chelsea. That's why we get beaten up at places like Nottingham Forest. Sorry.
Yeah. You're right, my brother. You know, like Jose Mourinho, when he came in, he bring Matic. He's a powerful guy, strong. He can run, he can tackle, you know. So I think sometimes not only manager on those things is like a scouting staff. They have to choose the right players there. Now they are buying Enzo. I think Enzo is similar like Kovacic on the physical side. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So these people, when they're squatting the stuff, I don't know what they're choosing.
I think Enzo is gonna do better than Jorginho and Kovacic, bro. That guy is a fighter.
Not on the physical side. I'm saying only physical side. But technically, he can do better than them. But on the physical side.
In the team, you can't always have like a bodybuilders like Lukaku. You need also some physicality, some technical players like Kaká, but we have so many of them. That's the problem, because the technical players will unlock certain things that other people don't see. Look at even Hakim Ziyech. We almost stole that win yesterday because he created something out of nowhere. He's not physical. So there's still important technical flair players, but we have so many of them now that we got bodied, we got bullied all the time. If you go just for Lukaku and big shows in the team, and you might have some problems because they are not that technical. So the mix of technical players and also physical that will fight, will go for a war, I think it's going to be good. Let's listen a little bit from another brother from another team, because we don't have many of them. Herbert, good morning. What do you have to say, bro?
Yeah. I mean, I was just scrolling through Twitter, and the top trend today was Potter out. And this is what I told you when, when he was appointed. Like, you have given him a 6-year contract, and you have spent 80 million, by the way, on Potter, on him. Getting him out of Brighton, then giving him 12 million a year for 4 years or 5 years, something like that, and then 2 million for his staff. So lots of money has been spent on him. So this is why Chelsea and our fan base are a bit different to other clubs. I mean, you can have a big contract, but if you don't perform, the out trend is very quick in your fan base, which is, it has worked for you guys. It's not surprise, 19 trophies in 22 years, so it's worked for you guys. So, but look, I think that Enzo Fernandez deal, I think that's going to be accelerated after yesterday's result. But what I'll tell you about Enzo Fernandez is that not to expect anything of him which he can't do, because that's what we are expecting Anthony to do, because we paid 85 million pounds for him. Yeah, and you're going to pay some ridiculous amount.
It's a big risk. I believe that every single transfer is a big risk. You never know how that person is going to turn in the new team.
So, I mean, so it's not like he's going to come in and just change your midfield. He's coming from the Portuguese league after winning the World Cup. And we know that international football is different to club football. So, I mean, you have to give him time. Same goes for Badiashile as well. And whoever you're going to sign, I think you need a backup right back. I think Azpilicueta, Jorginho, and then Wesley to moved on. I told you about yesterday about Conor Gallagher. I think he's just another McTominay. I mean, he's from the academy and he just runs around.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what McTominay does. He just runs around and he makes it look like he's doing something on the field, but actually he doesn't do much. So I think those players are not Chelsea standard for me. That's what I can say. Mason Mount, I don't know. I mean, isn't he holding out for a new deal? He wants some ridiculous 250, 280, that kind of money. So, you've got lots of problems, and I don't know, of spending another. By the way, Chelsea spent 270 million on last transfer window. That's the highest by any club. And you are going to probably break the January transfer record as well. So, I mean, I don't know, man. If money is everything.
Yeah, I see many people are asking for, Zidane and Hurricane to come to Chelsea and all that. I don't think Americans, at least this is my biased opinion, I don't think Americans are ready just to abandon a project like that. I kind of love the project, okay? Like the youth building from really the ground, and then buy also some key players to replace the team. That way we can win, we can be successful for long term. I like the project. But when it comes to the people that have to carry on with the project, that is not my problem. I don't sack people, I don't hire people. So whoever they're gonna bring there, I'm gonna take him. Porra, to be honest, I didn't really know him. I always hear people saying, oh yeah, how good he is and the job that he been there. I was just like looking from afar, from very far away.
How long you will wait to know him, the Potter?
Huh?
How long you want to wait him to know him?
Well, I'm just making a point here. The problem, I'm not saying that we need to know him. What I'm saying is like I didn't know him really that much before we signed him. Thomas Tuchel was sacked. 2 hours later, he was driving to Cobham. So I have to find something positive. The problem with him, if you talk about revolution, you talk about transition, we need to see transition. You can't transition with the same people, the same old players that caused a lot of trouble in many dressing rooms before you, and you're gonna transition with Jorginho, and you're gonna transition with Spilicueta and people like that. So that is my only problem, is he doesn't have that, that big, he doesn't make big decisions to say, you know what, like somebody in the chat here said that sometimes you have to be selfish. I agree. Be selfish and then make really decisions that you're not going to please people always in life. Sometimes you have to make very tough decisions. And one of those tough decisions is just like to take somebody out of the team, and you are very good friend with that person, But you show that I'm the boss here. You are on the bench. I'm going to try something new. Because they gave him the key to try to transform the culture at Chelsea Football Club. And changing the culture just means also getting away from the old habit. So yeah, man, whoever is ready, you can jump. Joseph, don't drive and watch, okay?
No, I didn't drive and sit. Like I don't, but their own choice is not my money or my things. They will do whatever they want. They will keep even 2 years more. Potter is still losing. But just saying opinion, why they don't choose the right people to do a process, even to take 2 years? We don't say Potter must win Champions League today, Premier League today, FA Cup today. No, we want to see something. This guy, okay, we expect this guy, he can bring a youth from down and he can make a star, something like that. We never see Hutchinson how many games he stay on the bench. We are losing or winning. He never bring him that guy. He's a talented guy, better than Pulisic. He never bring. That boy that holds, Louis Holt, he never bring him. He's better than Azpilicueta, that boy. He can do even 60 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes bring Azpilicueta for the experience.
That's
he
what
never
I
bring
said.
any youth there.
And that's what I said. And some of even the changes yesterday. Like yesterday also. Some decision making yesterday. Listen, everybody could say from their couches. I even tweeted before that, like, listen, we have to leave Zakaria on the pitch. Yeah, I know he was horrible, whatever theory people are gonna make, but he wasn't worse than Jorginho. He's the guy. I know you are a Jorginho guy, Mr. Joseph, and I'm not trying to attack you here. I'm telling the truth in the name of Chelsea Football Club here. We're talking Chelsea, right? No matter how you are my boy or whatever, it's about Chelsea winning games here. Let's be honest, Jorginho fans, Jorginho cultists also need to be realistic and say, this guy also been causing chaos in the Chelsea team for years and been hiding and eating free lunch. Only free lunch because people. Yeah, go on.
Only 1 point. Who is on current Chelsea team? Who is better than Jorginho on his possession?
Everybody.
If you got one,
everybody is better than him. Everybody is better than him.
Okay.
Everybody.
If he's everybody better than
what
him,
he does,
why
tell us what he does. What Jorginho does.
Tuchel he never put. Porter, why he never put on the bench? Everyone is choosing
because
this guy. He's the better than
let me answer. You
has.
ask a question. Let me answer. Why he's not on the bench? Because he's good with people. He's a leader in the dressing room. He's friend with everybody, and everybody feel good to use him. Tell me how many line breaking passes that guy put like out of the blue. Why do we have to blame Mason Mount or everybody else? Why everybody need to protect Jorginho? Even on one-on-one, how many duel that guy wins every single game? Tell us. Tell us what he does. You have the tell us what he does and why he's better than everybody at Chelsea.
Last week when he played with the Bournemouth, who is better than him when they win a game? Only when we lose a game, everyone come to the Jorginho and say Jorginho is a rubbish. What are you gonna do, Jorginho? He can't do nothing. We expect Jorginho only pass a ball and defend. We can't expect Jorginho to score a goal.
Okay.
There is a people.
Listen, you have to let other people talk. You have to let me also
who
answer.
Who is playing on his possession is scoring goal more than 5, more than 6 or 2 goals? There's no one. Let's go the Fabinho of that Liverpool. He's scoring goal. Man City guy, that too is that guy. He scored maybe 1 goal. No one is scoring on Jorginho possession. Jorginho possession is passing ball.
Listen. You have to let us talk. Joseph, let us talk. Joseph, we expect Jorginho to when defend. You ask questions, you have to let people also answer. This is the problem with Jorginho fanboys and cultists. They don't tell you exactly what he does. They try to whataboutism. You know that? The theory in college, whataboutism. It always try to bring somebody in the conversation in order to divert to the real topic. How about it? How about Kante? How about Mount? How about Aubameyang? Simple question. You as a leader, the heart of the team, apparently, world class, you would do something even one time during that game to show us that, listen, did you see that pass over the top and nobody was there to score? Did you see that tackle? They almost scored, but Jorginho put the last minute tackle. Did you see that pass? Did you see that dribble? Did you see this? Did you see? But at the end, Jorginho fan will tell you, will just bring somebody in the conversation. It's going to be Mount. It's going to be Chalobah. It's going to be somebody that they will bring just so they can take attention from Jorginho. Tell us. Statistics are there. How many things that you say he was the only guy that did something and anybody else didn't do their job? How many of those moments Jorginho would do? The problem with Jorginho fanboys is this. You can't really tell us exactly what he's there all about. Oh, it's always, oh, what about Loftus-Cheek? What Loftus-Cheek did? Oh, what Kante did? Oh, look at how this guy, these other guys lost the ball. It's always how aboutism. How aboutism is a theory that you have just even to search on Google. How aboutism is a deflection tactics that people use. That's the problem. Bobby, you wanted to say something. Go ahead, brother. Are you there, Bobby? Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with my microphone today.
Your phone microphone is fine for us.
Bobby, you are muted. Can you tell us a little bit about world class, the heart of the team, Mr. Jorginho?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, all these sort of Jorginho fans, you know, this guy was saying, oh, what do you expect Jorginho to do apart from defend and pass the ball? Well, he's not doing either. He's not defending and he's not really passing the ball.
Nothing.
You know, why are we persisting with these dead weights? You know, we've carried on this
Let Bobby finish. We gave you time, Mr. Joseph. You took 5 minutes. Let somebody else talk, bro. Yeah, Bobby, go ahead. Please, let people finish their sentences because that is the technique, the deflection tactics from Jorginho Frello fan because they don't let you finish. Bobby, let's go.
You see, you will never get often, when Orgs and I have our own private arguments. I always say one thing. You can hardly see a Chelsea fan that does more to support and follow the academy than I do. At one time, I was there for every single academy game. But if I find an academy player underperforming on the pitch, I won't hold back from saying so, not least to mention Jorginho. Jorginho Frello is a luxury in the Premier League. I'm tired of it. You can't have players that hide. You can't have players that need protecting so they can play. It's a luxury. You have only 11 players on the pitch, not 14. If Jorginho can't hold his own in midfield physically in the Premier League and can't marshal out a way to stamp his authority on the game, he should not be in the team. It's that simple.
Exactly.
And he
simple
can't.
as that.
He can't do that.
Bobby, I understand that. I understand. I have to agree with you there. My question is, I ask Oxy also first. Who is the better than Jorginho?
No,
on his
don't bring
possession
other
now?
people. That is
I'd like to
deflection.
answer
How
that,
about
Ox. I'd like to answer that.
How
Wait,
about
yes, he must
deflection?
I want to talk.
Loftus-Cheek
I'd
is
like
better
to
than
answer
I
that.
don't know. Hull is
Yeah,
better than
wait,
him.
he must
Everybody
answer.
is
Give
better
us
than
that.
Jorginho. Even
I'd
my
like to
Sunday
answer
league
that.
midfielders.
You leave us. You have to answer me. You leave.
Do you know why I want to answer this in particular?
Yeah.
Is that the problem we're making is trying to find a way to play to his strengths. Why do we need to do that? We have other midfielders who can take control in midfield. When Kovacic came on, Kovacic wasn't looking for people to protect him. He was stamping his own authority in midfield. Other players can do that. Zakaria, to be fair to him, was stamping his own authority. Why is it that we have this passenger who always needs protecting? Put somebody there to be CDM. Tell him, look, this is where the coach comes in. You are playing defensive midfield. You have to be disciplined. You have to protect the defense. And if you don't do that, you get off. It's as simple as that. Chelsea have several players that can play that position. But we keep pandering to Jorginho. Why?
Okay. I'm not defending Jorginho 100% here. I just want to know if there is a better player than Jorginho in Chelsea team currently.
But you don't listen. That's the problem.
Why they don't put even current since 3 managers. Everybody choosing this guy to put on the possession. If we got better players, why they don't use it? Even one game.
Because
everybody
they don't have the balls.
Second
that's
thing,
what we're all saying, isn't it? Why don't
listen to
all
people,
the team is rubbish. All the team, not only Jorginho. What he do Jorginho yesterday to make a mistake or to score the goal or to make? He never did anything. Last week when he played,
listen. Let's make it simple,
and
Mr.
he's
Joseph.
The best player on the pitch.
Learn also how to end your questions because your questions keep going. Learn how to be brief with your questions. The question you ask, you answer questions by more questions, so you can win the argument. But let's support Chelsea here, right? Let's talk about Chelsea Football Club. Tell us, what is Jorginho's role at Chelsea, and is he doing what he's supposed to do? Tell us exactly what he does in the team, and you're gonna bring, who is better than him? Look at this, look at Kante, look at Loftus-Cheek, who is better than him? Answer the question. How many tackle, how many defensive work, how many progressive passes he made, or how many problems he caused in the team by passing backward and slowing the game? How many duel, one-on-one duel has nothing to do with Loftus-Cheek. Duel has nothing to do with Aubameyang. It's you and the opposition, one-on-one. How many duel you win? How many progressive passes you are having? How many impact in general you are having? Tell us about that. And you're going to just bring a bunch of names just so you can win the argument. It's how aboutism. That is the deflection tactics. Tell us what he did. Bring on the table. Let's talk. Because listen, even if you are playing with crap people in your Sunday league, You have to be able to do something that people go, wow, look at that guy. If you look at what Zakaria did, right? Like he was in the defense, putting tackle the last minute. He was in the midfield, protecting Jorginho. He was in the attack trying to score. That was against Bournemouth. And yesterday, he got tired a little bit. Bro, you are driving. I'm going to take you off because I don't want you to have any kind of accident. I don't want to be responsible. So I took you off because I don't want you to drive and watching me. Drive safely. When you got to a parking lot, my brother, you can call because it's a very, very dangerous situation right now. So I'm sorry, Mr. Joseph. I had to take you off because you are driving. Thank you so much. Anybody that want to jump and talk, let's go. Bobby, are you there? Oh my goodness me. Hello, anybody home? Herbert, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go on, bro. You can jump. What do you think about Jorginho as a neutral, bro? What do you think? Be honest. Don't say thing because I'm your friend.
I think
don't try to please me. Just be honest, okay? If you think Jorginho is the guy that the only world class in that midfield that need to stay, tell us really the truth. Don't be afraid. Here, people are free to say whatever they want.
No, look, I think he's a good footballer, Jorginho. The problem is that I don't think he works in away games where, the opposition, with the crowd and they want to press you and the midfielders, they have power and pace in the midfield. He doesn't work there at home at Stamford Bridge where you got lots of the ball. I think he's a good player. But I think his time is up now. I mean, he had that good run in the Champions League where everyone was saying he should win the Ballon d'Or and all those sorts of ridiculous shouts. So I don't think that qualifies, but I think he's past his match. Just go and play in the Italian league for Milan or Juventus. There is much slower pace. I mean, if you look at the team yesterday, you played Zakaria and Jorginho, and neither of them, Zakaria is relatively inexperienced, and Jorginho doesn't know when they have strong midfielders in the midfield. So I don't think he's the guy for you. I think you need change. This is what happens. Conte. And not Antonio Conte, N'Golo Conte. If he's not playing, you lose a lot of things in that midfield, man. You got Kovacic in there, but he's not really, ball winner. He's a ball possessor.
He's just also another recycling factory. He just dribble everybody. When it comes to when it's Mera, like the last killing pass, he got everything. That guy also, but I will keep him instead of Jorginho all day long.
This is why This is where in the Champions League final, when you guys won against Man City, everyone was saying, Jorginho was the man of the match. But it was Conte who made him look good.
Yes.
He has to do so much of his running because Jorginho doesn't run. He has to recover the ball in the midfield with a midfield of, I don't know who they play, but Man City midfield is pretty good that time. So
you are right.
I think we need to move on. Yeah.
The problem is with today's generation is we don't watch football the entire game. People watch statistics, and every single game, believe me, Jorginho got great statistics. Because why? Because he play one touch football and it's gonna be sideways, backwards. So when you pass the ball to the person close to you, that is a pass completion. You completed the pass. It's got to Koulibaly, it's got to Mendy, it's got to Chalobah, because he pass it. He doesn't want any problem. He just transfer the problem to somebody else to deal with. Bam, one touch, and he will get 100% of very good statistics that means nothing at the end. And since people don't watch games, the end of the game, they're going to go and check on statistics, and Jorginho is on top there. They think, oh my goodness, look at Jorginho. Oh my goodness. But the passes, that means absolutely nothing. How many times he got bullied? Oh my goodness me. People understand now that if they just go very hard on Chelsea, like the midfield is not there. So the tactics from other teams is to attack and pressure people in the box, because there is nobody in the midfield. It's just like open bar for everybody. Bobby, I don't know what's going on with you, but we can't hear you, bro. Unmute yourself.
I mean, what's clear to me is that the rebuilding job at Chelsea, with the whole structure from management to coaching staff to backroom staff to playing staff, is bigger than even I thought it would be. There's a big job to be done here. And what I'm looking for now is signs of the direction it's taking, because at the moment it's been a fire sale all the way through Potter's regime. And Potter now has to show us something different. He has to start doing things differently. No point doing the same things that Tuchel did. You weren't brought to do what Tuchel did. You were brought to do better and different. I think he has to now, and not just do it for doing's sake, but do it constructively. Exactly. As I've said, I see no sense in putting people like Chukwuemeka on the bench now. He can start games. Chalobah, another one, he would have done a lot better in the right back position. Exactly. At least temporarily than Aspie. If anything, he could have put Aspie as the right centre back, really, if he really wanted to play him, and Koulibaly on the bench. You know, although we needed height, and maybe that's probably one reason why he didn't do that. But you see, yet again, back to physicality. You know, you look at Arsenal, Thomas Partey's physicality compared to someone like Jorginho in the midfield is night and day. Rodri's physicality, the same thing. Even a player like Thiago Alcantara in Liverpool, he may not be the tallest, but
you
physically,
nailed it. That is just a nail. Really, you just nailed it, because other people, other midfielder. What team Jorginho is gonna get in their midfield? And sorry, Bobby, for cutting you, but somebody said something here very important. And Herbert, thank you so much for updating us about what's going on social media right now. We're gonna read about it right now. Somebody said something very important here about look at the midfielder that we had, like you, Michael Essien, you, Makelele, you, Obi Mikel, Matip, Jitap, even four guys, Thiago Cardoso, Lampard, Barak. There are some of them were not like physical, but because they are so exceptional with what they do, they're so like Lampard, he's not that physical, but he will pin a ball, he will shoot the ball from nowhere and score goals. So some of the one-dimensional players are good in the team because they are so good in doing what they do. But if you are one-dimensional and your one-dimensional is only to pass backward and sideways and getting bullied, and you are not any exceptional because you're not creating anything. Fabregas also one-dimensional, can't defend physicality, but because of his technical ability to pin and find somebody in the opposition box, he always creates chaos in the opposition box. So, but Jorginho is creating chaos in our own box, which is the last line of defense. So we are at risk of conceding any time that Jorginho makes a mistake, because he's right there supposed to protect them and connect the midfield and the attack. And since he's not physical, he's not technical at all, he's one pass merchant, short pass. That is the problem that people like Joseph, my brother, listen, we are brothers, right? We're not gonna kill each other here, but we have to tell each other truth. You are my brother, but I have to get on you, bro. You are blinded. I need to send you some glasses. You know these glasses here? From Stevie Wonder. I have to send you these glasses because it's time for you to smell the coffee. Look at the bright side of Chelsea. Support Chelsea and tell the truth. Jorginho been causing chaos at Chelsea Football Club, and that's why N'Golo Kante is in the garage for 6 months now, because he needed to fight and die for Jorginho Frello. You have to accept it, Joseph.
What he did Jorginho yesterday? What mistake he made?
Everything. Duel. He was bullied all over. I didn't even see him touch the ball. Like, tell us how many passes he made. How many?
Yeah.
I have statistics here. I don't have time to discuss about Jorginho anymore. I'm done with that, brother. I am so done.
He's not there. Even me, like, let's say, if like Rice is there, I can't say Jorginho must play, Rice must be benched. No way. No way. He's better than Jorginho all over, that guy. I will choose him, that guy. For now, just I'm saying it. I'm not just supporting Jorginho, he don't play or he must be every day. We don't have a right player to replace him.
How do you know that, brother? Listen, give me a second before I forget. How do you know it without trying? If you put Zakaria there and you put Zakaria to play with Kovacic, they're going to do a better job. If you play Lewis Hall, who is a great midfielder, 18 years old, nothing to lose, a lot of energy. That guy can run 24 hours without getting tired. Try something different. That is the difference between good manager and average managers. Because listen, you want to cut me, but let me finish. Remember somebody called Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole was probably the best in the business until now. He's fighting. He's in the level of like Roberto Carlos and all that. Mourinho comes. Ashley Cole was slowing down. He was just old and making a lot of mistakes. You know what Mourinho did? He took Azpilicueta from the bench. He put him from the left-hand side. That is not his position. Azpilicueta, his position is from the right-hand side, right? Mourinho took Azpilicueta from the bench, put him in Ashley Cole's place. And Azpilicueta did a great job. Like, he's one of the best left back that Chelsea had in the last 10 years or so. Because Mourinho thought outside the box. You can't continue to say we have to play Jorginho because there is nobody else better than him without trying. And let me tell you something else before I forget. Chalobah, in the academy days, ask Bobby, who goes to games, he would tell you he was a midfielder. Chalobah played more time in the midfield than in the centre-back position, so he can still do something better, at least a little bit of physicality, a little bit of shot, because he got a powerful shot on him. He scored at least probably 3 or 2 goals for Chelsea from distance, from outside the box, because he can shoot. So without trying, you can't assume that, okay, Jorginho need to play because there is nobody. There are so many people. We are just lacking. Even from the academy, you can find a bowler. Yeah.
Give me 2 short answers.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go on.
The first thing, who is blamed for that? The first one. The second one.
The manager. Yeah.
Okay, we agreed. The second one, Jorginho, he must replace himself with Chalobah. What he gonna do? If they say, manager, play Jorginho, I trust you. You are better than others. So why we blaming Jorginho?
We're not blaming him. We just stating fact. Nobody is blaming him. We're just stating fact. It's not even his fault, in my opinion.
And the manager, you see,
the manager is the problem.
I get your answer. And manager, he trusts, he know better than us. We are talking outside. He is there in front of the players. He is training 24 hours or like 7 days or whatever call it. So he knows this guy better than other ones which he have it now. That's why he's putting there. And
so,
we know we blaming Jorginho his technicality or other issues. But me, I'm just talking about Jorginho. We don't have better than Jorginho players there. That's why manager putting there. That's why I'm
that is not true, bro. Listen, let me tell you something in life. Even you have your favorite boys. You like certain people. There are certain people that you don't feel really like. No matter how they are, you just don't feel it. It's even in the management.
I like Jorginho. Listen, I support him.
That is your right. That's why I say that in life we have favorite. So even managers at Chelsea Football Club, they just favor certain players. It has nothing to do with the quality of somebody who is on the bench, but they feel good and comfortable because how good the guy is, how a leader he is in the dressing room. So benching your friend is a problem. Or you don't have big balls to bench him because he won everything. You haven't even won anything. You haven't even won a Mickey Mouse Cup. What are you going to tell Jorginho? Bench him for what? So it has nothing to do with the quality of Jorginho. It's just the way he is with people. Give me 1 second to say thank you again for my brother Andrew for the money. Etsy, always here to support the channel. I'm still waiting for $1 billion from Joseph. He's in Johannesburg, this guy. He's a businessman. Send money here so we can buy more players. We can buy Enzo Fernandez, man. Send money here. My brother. So let me say.
We have to agree. Next time we must not argue on the Jorginho story.
It's okay. It's okay to disagree. It's okay. I don't want you to agree with me. Yeah.
Let's agree with the managers. Managers, they are making mistakes, putting Jorginho every day and making mistakes. We have to agree there.
Yeah.
We don't agree Jorginho qualities and playing style, but we have to agree manager, they are making mistake, everyone choosing him on putting him there every day. That must be agreement for us. I don't want to talk again Jorginho story on
okay, yeah. Now we have to talk Chelsea. Let's talk for the good of Chelsea Football Club, not Jorginho.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, my brother. Are you already up this time? What time it is in Cincinnati, bro? I'm still night here. You have training this morning, Dan? Are you there? Dan, my brother, we can't hear you. Or probably it's my fault or something.
I'm in a different country.
Oh, you are in a different country?
Yeah.
You are on holiday? Oh, wow. Good.
I just came to Scotland to spend time with my family.
Oh, okay. Sure.
It's 10:59 here.
Oh, okay. Nice, bro. What do you have to say?
Yeah. Honestly, I heard you guys were like talking about Jorginho and stuff. But I do agree with some points still. He isn't really doing well at the moment, and we kind of need a replacement for him.
Okay. Yeah.
Or someone to fill his role.
That is a good point. We need to replace Jorginho. Mr. Joseph, did you hear? Dan actually plays football here in America, soccer. Okay, so he's telling you that Jorginho need to be replaced. He need to be replaced, bro. Just give up, man. Leave the cart. Leave the cart of Jorginho, Mr. Joseph. Leave that cart. Jorginho is not good enough.
No, I don't know. Jorginho, I don't say Jorginho is good enough. You must understand my question, please. I don't say Jorginho is 100% overall a good midfielder. I never say like that. My question is always on the Chelsea.
Yeah.
We don't have better than Jorginho.
No, we have them. We just don't try them, bro. You never know until you try. We talked about it.
Who's gonna try? Manager, they don't want to try.
Because Jorginho is friendly. He's a good guy. That's it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to another brother.
Talk about what you call it.
Who? Chukwuemeka. For me, I will even play Chukwuemeka than Jorginho, bro. Listen, lovely day.
You can play
somebody even said it. You could have put Chalobah as defensive midfielder. He would have done a much better job.
Exactly. Bobby watches academy games anyway, so he knows that Chalobah played even more in the midfield than the centre back. He changed that position like in the last couple years, but he can do a better job over there, man. Anybody with a lot of energy, even you, Joseph, if you can run, you are better than Jorginho. I will put you on that pitch. Even you can run. Run. I will put Joseph in. You are better than Jorginho.
Don't humiliate this guy like this. He is not that much rubbish, this guy. He is the best player. You remember, he's a third Ballon d'Or winner last year. Don't forget this guy. He's not just talking. He show by winning. But this guy, we can't do like that. He is a good guy. Let's leave him alone.
He's a good guy. You're right. He's a good guy. So we have to leave all the good guy playing football. Sometimes you need bad guys to play football. I'm not looking for a good guy. Bring me John Obi Mikel. Let him destroy people. Jorginho don't even get dirty. He's always clean. Have you seen him with mud and with dirty clothes after the game? No, always clean. Because why?
This guy is very smart guy. He's a technical guy.
He doesn't put any kind of challenge 50-50. He avoid it. He just passed the problem to somebody else.
I don't think so. I said Thiago Silva, others, I don't see doing that kind of thing on the Chelsea.
You are criticizing El Monstro just to protect Jorginho. Are you serious? Bro, what are you drinking? Show me your bottle. Show me that bottle of water.
You are appreciating Ziyech. One ball passing, how many ball losing on the right-hand side?
Because you don't talk about listen, at least you're going to lose 10 balls just like Fabregas, but one of them is going to the right place. So at least you try. At least you try. Jorginho doesn't even try. That's the problem.
Okay, let's leave Jorginho. Next show we'll talk about.
All right.
What about Pulisic and what you call it, Mason Mount and Sterling?
There we go. There we go. Deflection. How aboutism? Let's deflect it and talk about other people so we don't pay attention.
Now let's move on another player.
I think Pulisic has been pretty decent.
Yeah. Say it again.
It hasn't been too bad recently.
Yeah, and also, Mr. Joseph, before I forgot, Jorginho's role is to connect the defense and the attack. So if the midfield is not helping, it's just like in a factory, my brother. You do your job and your friend do your job, and then you're working for a common goal. But if your player, if somebody is not doing his job, it's gonna slow your job. Mason Mount need to drop. Christian Pulisic need to drop. Everybody need to drop to look for food themselves. But we have midfielders who can supply them with some food. They're not doing anything, so causing more problem overall in the team than, oh, look at this. This didn't do this because you didn't do your job. Clear.
Okay, Jorginho when he substitute, I think Gallagher and Kovacic is there. What they did miraculous.
How many? Listen. Okay, let me now finish. Let me answer you now. How many minutes those players were on the pitch? And listen, when you are on the bench and you are given 8 minutes at the end, my brother, you're gonna get frustrated. Those players like Aubameyang or Gallagher or people on the bench, you are coming, you asking yourself, what the hell am I doing here? So people got already that bad attitude already. So they're just there because they have to be there and respect their contract. But I'm telling you, I've been in the situation of being on the bench. It's not a happy place to be. At least give them 20 minutes, 15 minutes or 25 minutes, a proper rotation. But if somebody from the bench and you expect them to do something while the game is almost over, and then they're not gonna do anything, bro. It doesn't work that way.
No, I agree. But one day, you don't forget, when Jorginho is out for too much, you'll regret that day. You say, Jorginho is the one who's carrying Chelsea.
Listen,
now you see,
I don't drink, right? I don't drink in my life. But that day, I will buy. No, I don't drink any alcohol. That day, I will go and look for the best vodka or whatever it is, and have a shot, and then like go KO, because I will celebrate like ever. I will have a champagne, even non-alcohol champagne, and celebrate myself. Go on the road. Yes, Jorginho is gone. Okay,
I never see the Chelsea fans hating Jorginho like you. Hey,
No, don't twist it. I respect the guy. He's a likable. Listen. Let me put it on the record. You see my house, all my girls here in the house. Number 5, Jorginho, all the time. The gift that they want in my house is Jorginho. They are big fans of Jorginho Frello. You can't say anything wrong about. They're gonna kill me after this show. Remember, I'm going to be killed. They love Jorginho. I don't know for what, but it is what it. I respect the guy. I like the guy. Not just my type of
lazy player.
Yeah, he's not
a lazy player.
He's not my type of midfielders. Let's put it that way. Love Day hasn't say anything. Let him speak, please. Love Day, let's go.
Giorgio is a lazy player. You can't compare Giorgio with Kante or Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, exactly.
Chelsea need midfield that can take the ball to the striker. We need a midfield that has power, like Kante. You are saying that Giorgio win a Ballon d'Or 2 years ago, 2021. It's Kante that make it to win the Ballon d'Or that you are talking about.
Yeah, the best award. Yeah, the best player in Europe. Yeah, that was just unjust, man. It was just about because he won something with his country, and also he won a Champions League with Chelsea. So they couldn't really find one individual that's, outstanding
in Premier League. In Premier League, if you watch Premier League, you will see that we need a Premier League. If we need a striker that is very smart, that can run, that can take the ball to the striker. That is what in Premier League. That is what they need. Like Giorgio cannot take. Giorgio he cannot defend. He cannot even take the ball to the striker. He's just running around the ball.
Yeah. So
he can't even mark.
Let me remind you that you can bless your brother by just liking, just one like. Let's get to 100 likes. We are more than 100 people watching now. The brother been up since 3 o'clock in the morning in Kentucky just to prepare for this show. So if you want to really bless me, just one like. That's all I'm asking from you. Let's get to 100 likes. I'm here for the community, for you guys, All I'm asking, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? The telephone also is always open for everybody. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to be member or super chat or anything. This channel is for you. So subscribe, call us and all that. Have your opinion. And there's nothing personal here. We're just having fun. Me and Dan can disagree. Me and Bobby. It's all part of business, okay? It's okay. You don't have to agree with me or agree with anybody. That's the way it is. It's democracy here. Let go for it. Let me also read few more comments here. Mr. Adi Amato said Kante, Jorginho and Kova are useless. We need a whole new midfield. Well, calling Kante useless is kind of disrespectful because this guy died for Chelsea and died also to save people like Jorginho so they can have credit. And now he's injured. He's not useless. In my opinion, I respect your opinion, but calling them like useless is kind of disrespecting a legend, like the proper legend like N'Golo Kante. So many comments. I can't really read every single comment, but at least I'm putting it on the screen so people can see. Mr. Chelsea fans say like Enzo, we fix our problem. This club need a overhaul.
I don't really know that guy. I don't really know that guy.
So yeah, you have to be careful about being so confident that this is what we need. Let me just give you an example. Let me finish. I'll come back to you, Mr. I'll come back to you, Mr. Love Day. So nobody is 100% sure. Chelsea Football Club, you sign a so-called world class. Comes to Chelsea, we makes them average. So nobody is gonna tell you that just because Enzo was the player of the tournament or the young player of the tournament in the World Cup and he been doing very good in Argentina, and 3 months that he been at Benfica, he's a great. The Premier League is a different story, bro. This is exactly what I said about Koulibaly. This guy is a beast. He's going to destroy everybody. I said it. This is what I said about Werner. Oh, my goodness. I saw you, Werner, here in the same channel, telling you that he's better than Lewandowski. Yes, me telling you that Werner was better than Lewandowski, and you have to trust the process. Werner is the next big thing. What happened to Werner? Kai Havertz, he was a wonder kid, the best incoming talent on the market back in the day. He came to Chelsea. What is happening? So we have to be very careful about saying stuff like, he's going to solve our problems immediately. No, don't put too much pressure. I think we have to give Enzo Fernandez time to adjust in the Premier League and accept the fact that he's going to make mistakes. He's not perfect. He's going to learn. He's only 21-year-old. So, again, my brother Etsy, thank you so much for the donation. I didn't really read your comment, but I got everything you wanted to say here. Well said, Ogs and Bobby. Thank you for the therapy session and getting up so early to continue your great work. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Andrew, always there to support this channel. And I'm having some water, coffee, and breakfast and all that paid by my brother, Mr. Andrew, always. Let me read one more comment and I will give you all the time you need, Mr. Love Day. Musa said that, my friend, Italy out. Oh, you are out? You going to work or something? Good luck. Have a great day. God bless you. Have a blessed day. And Mr. Seth Rollins said that Pora has
Sorry,
no ball.
Guys, I have to restart my device.
No problem, Bobby. Come anytime you want. This is your house. No problem. Thank you so much for your contribution as usual. Lewis Hall will do better in that position. Yeah, Lewis Hall will do better. Even you, Mr. Bell, Mr. Dels Bees, even you, even Love Day, even Dan, I will put anybody in that position of Jorginho. At least if you can run and you can just push people around, just push them around, create some KO in the midfield. That's what I want. I don't want to see clean people protecting their beautiful shirt. The end of the day, I don't even think that brother is going to sweat. He doesn't even break a sweat. He's always clean. Because he doesn't put any kind of effort or tackle or dual one.
We don't need slow midfield.
Yeah, he's just going to pass the problem quickly, one touch, boom. He passed the ball to somebody else so you can deal with the problem instead of him dealing with the problem. I'm sick and tired and I'm not really in a good mood right now. Yeah, go on, Mr. Loveday or Dan. Anybody that want to jump, go ahead.
You see yesterday when Nottingham when they collect a ball from Jorginho, the Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, they will be the one to suffer it. That is why it's very important to have good midfield. When you have good midfield, the defense they won't suffer it.
Yeah, you have a point. That is a very good point.
Yeah.
The defense, like the midfield is just like your, let's say, your heart, or three parts of the body, your belly, head, and your legs or whatever. He's in the middle. You are in the middle. You have to connect. If your midfield is dead, the team is officially dead. Unless if you have Moment FC, you have a moment of brilliance. You have a moment of brilliance you can walk, but if you
why we win.
Yeah, go on.
That is why we win 2000. That is why we win Champions League 2021. Mm-hmm. You remember, because our midfield was very, very strong. Kante was not injured. It was not a injury like the way he is now. Mm-hmm. No, Kante was very fit. He was very fully fit. Mm-hmm. Kante was very fit in the midfield. We destroyed Real Madrid. We destroyed Atletico Madrid in 2000 with Champions League 2021.
But guess who got credit? Who got credit? It's Jorginho Frello to get credit for somebody's hard work. So we have a lot of typing people in the Chelsea history where somebody need to walk, and then another person is gonna get credit. So Kante sacrificed his life and save everybody. All of a sudden.
Yes.
All the credits need to go to somebody like Jorginho Frello. Come on, man. Let's be honest here. Jorginho is good in his level, but not Chelsea level, because people figured out how to play against him. Yeah.
No, he's a good player, but no, he can't fit Chelsea. Not only Chelsea, Premier League, all the club in Premier League. I don't think the Jew can fit in anyone. No.
Mr. Agba, Mr. Emmanuel.
They are very smart.
Mr. Agba, put some clothes on, man. Put your shirt. It's hot. You have some Louis Vuitton stuff around you, and you can't put a shirt on, man. I know you are physical and you can help us in the midfield, but put some shirt on, man. You want to show Georgie? Come back when you put some shirt on, my brother. Yeah, you want to show some muscle because he's stronger than all the Chelsea. Chelsea, we don't have physical people, so we need people like Mr. Agba to come in the midfield and give us some physicality. We are over 100 people watching right now, my brothers and sisters around the world. Much appreciated. Why can't we just get to 100 likes? Okay, let's do it, man. It's just one click away. That's all I'm asking from you guys. And help me out. We are only few clicks away, few likes away before we get to 100 mark. We can do it. Let's destroy that like button. Thank you so much for helping. Okay, Mr. Agba. Now,
if we have somebody,
yes. What do you want to say? Go on, man.
Hello, good afternoon, friends.
Okay. Yes, sir. Happy New Year to you. What you have to say?
Same wishes. I wish you all
welcome,
the best.
bro.
Thank you so much. All right. What do you have to say?
I'm just not happy the way Chelsea game are playing right now. Because like that game of yesterday, Chelsea have to win, but I can't see a Nottingham Forest playing Chelsea 1-1. It's a very big lose to me. I don't think Potter should be in Chelsea anymore because pattern of play is 0-0, tackle 0-0. So I don't think he fits solve Chelsea.
Okay,
anymore.
so you are Potter out. Who should replace Potter?
Tuchel is coach right now.
Who?
Thomas Tuchel.
Who should we?
Oh, you want Thomas Tuchel back? Okay.
Yes.
They're not the one that send all those players all those players that don't even.
How about the 300 million that he spent on Deadwood the last summer? Mr. Musa, we have some echoes from you. You are live on CNN, Mr. Musa. We can hear some echoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. We have some echoes. You are watching. Some of your windows are open, so we can hear some echoes.
Yeah, I think the TV is loud. So 70 billion to go and buy injury-proof Fofana.
Yeah. So yeah. Mr. Musa, we have a lot of echoes from you, so it's kind of.
Hang on.
Yeah. Take your time and come back, man. Take your time.
There is noise. There is noise in your background. There is noise there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him off and put him.
My brother, let me tell you, Emmanuel. I respect Tuchel. Tuchel is a good coach, but the last summer, the player that he bought, for me, if I'm the Chelsea coach, I won't buy Steady. I won't buy Fofana. I won't buy Cucurella.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
those players they are dead. They cannot even. They are not. It's Chelsea style of playing. They are not fit. They are not a player. Okay, my brother.
Yeah, I got you. Mo, nice to see you in the business. Nice to see you in the chat. Yeah, I know you changed your account. Yeah, that is a good point because the problems that we have. Let me finish.
You think? Okay.
What I say is, Thomas Tuchel is also part of the problems that we have right now. Let me finish. Don't cut. I will give you time because he created this also by not addressing the midfield situation, giving Azpilicueta 3 more years and doubled his salary, getting somebody like Fofana for 75 million plus bonuses. It could be 80 million for Fofana. Injury prone. The guy who was out for 1 year with a broken leg, he wanted him at any cost. Spend money and give somebody like Koulibaly 5 years contract at Chelsea, juicy contract. All right. And he said that we don't have a problem in the midfield. Why? Because we have Jorginho. Okay, he refused. He was asked in so many press conferences if he need to address the problem in the midfield. He said we have Georgie, we have Kante, we have Kova, and that's it. But everybody, even you at home, you could tell that we need a creative midfielder and we need also a defensive midfielder. So he failed to address certain things. So don't just jail him out and make like, oh no, he's not the problem. Look, no, I respect what he did, but honestly, he's part of the problem too. Let's be honest here, right? So, Mr. Musa, you are back again. What do you have to say, brother?
Yeah, look,
you are right.
Disappointing. How you guys doing? How we doing?
Happy New Year for you and your family. I haven't seen you for a while. We're not doing good because on the New Year day, for me, it's a loss. We lost yesterday. That is a loss. I feel like a loss.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, it's disappointing. Like, I stayed up all night because the game to me on my side here, it was like 4 a.m. when I started watching the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And to see Chelsea performing like that, we don't have like the momentum in the team is so poor right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no motivation.
Yeah.
All the players, man, all the players. We're talking about Murphy issue. You know, we're talking about defense. You see Koulibaly passing the ball like he's not seeing this guy is calling Pulisic calling for the ball. He will not put it there. Look, the whole team is really, really there right now. The team is there. We need to, Top Volley is doing well by looking around, bringing new players in. It's serious. It's serious, There's no momentum. There's no one is there to tell these guys, let's push on. Jorginho is always coming back,
Sideways, backwards, sideways. That is the merchant. Backward merchant.
It's very, very frustrating.
Yeah,
we don't score. That is the problem. We don't score. Chelsea cannot even score at least 3 goals, 4 goals in a match. We can't score. That is the problem.
Because no one is going.
Nobody's creating.
No one's going out there to get the ball. No one getting the ball. No one creating the ball. Yeah.
And when we got a chance, we are not clinical enough, but we don't create enough too. So the problem is.
You remember this Nottingham Forest? You remember this Nottingham Forest? Arsenal beat them 5-0, 5-0. Arsenal beat them 5-0. We can't score. That is the problem.
Arsenal got team, they got players, they got unity in that team right now. Everyone playing for everyone. You never see Arsenal giving their ball to the goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper play the game more than our attacker.
Mm-hmm.
Our goalkeeper play the game more because the ball will come from the defense back to the goalkeeper, from the defense to the Murphy back to the defenders, while the attackers are waiting. Bukayo Saka will get the ball every minute, every second on the field with Arsenal. But Pulisic crying yesterday, he couldn't get the ball. Koulibaly sending the ball to the net, putting it outside. I heard Pulisic yelling at him and he's showing his hands on like, Pulisic,
yeah, Koulibaly, beside not breaking lines anymore, he got bullied a lot, man. He's a big guy. Well, how can he got bullied that way? Koulibaly, and he always commit those mistakes because he got undone. Every time he just pull you back and then like get a yellow card or something like that. But yeah, Koulibaly being a disappointment. I wanted that brother. I wanted him like 5 years ago, but man, he really let me down. So N'Golo Kante, let me read something here from social media. Chelsea and N'Golo Kante. This is Fabrizio Romano. I quote: Chelsea and N'Golo Kante are in talks on different terms of the new contract as current one expires in June. Situation has changed after slow negotiation in the last month. Kante open to discuss on salary as he loves the club and hope to stay. It's a 50-50 situation at the moment. For me, my opinion is if I have to keep one person in the midfield, I will keep N'Golo Kante. I respect Jorginho Frello. I respect Kovacic because he can beat the pressure and dribble people. But somebody who is balanced, who can give you end product, who can also defend, put tackle, and fight and die for the team is N'Golo Kante. I know people are gonna say, oh, he's injury prone.
I'm surprised how Chelsea.
Let me finish. Listen. I know that he's injury prone because of what we did to him, giving him injection after injection after injection, so we can use him. This time around is the first time for forever that he got a proper surgery and he got a proper recovery. So I'm confident that after that surgery, N'Golo Kante is gonna be in the good level, but we have to stop asking N'Golo Kante to save the entire world. The brother is misused and abused at Chelsea Football Club. 1 minute he's there to protect the King Jorginho. Another minute he's saving Chalobah or Koulibaly. Another minute he's trying to score a goal. He's everywhere. We have to give him one role and one role only. Break the play. Sit here, do what you do best. Save energy to do what you can do best, because he's spending too much energy trying to save the entire team. That is my opinion. Joseph, what do you think? You are back again. Tell us, bro.
Everyone got his own role and own issues on the players. So
Yes.
I hear you nicely now. You're explaining about N'Golo Kante and doing this and this. Why they are not playing N'Golo Kante defensive midfielder? Why?
That's the problem. It's a good question. That is a good question. Since let's say Mauricio Sarri. No, Conte play him a little bit back so he can protect Fabregas. You know? Yeah. So Fabregas was pinning those balls, and Kante mostly stay to protect. And it was working good. N'Golo Kante came and then changed. N'Golo Kante or Mauricio Sarri is where he put him more in front. You know, back and forth, because Jorginho needs to be, you know, back there in the back line to do the register tiki-taka thing and recycle the ball. You know. So
you're right there, and I think Mauricio Sarri. I don't blame him what he did. I like that man. They should have given the time for that guy. He will be better.
He decided to go. Chelsea didn't sack him. Mauricio Sarri gave an interview and say Chelsea wanted him to stay. He decided because he had probably a better job at Juventus. He wanted to go home.
I'm sure you're hearing all the pressures that year, what he's getting abused and all the things. I'm sure you heard that thing. That's why he don't get respected, and he don't want to stay there. That's why he leave the club. How many starting from the fans?
No, but listen, if he didn't have that offer from Juventus, do you think he was going to leave? No, because he had that offer. That's why he decided to go. Listen, brother, listen. Let me tell you what. Let me finish. If you are in the business of football or in this social media business, YouTube business, and you can't take a punch, you can't take critics from people, that is not your job. So when you tell me that because fans were abusing him, that is not an excuse. That is a fake excuse, because you are in the business of football. You're gonna get criticized. You're gonna get booed. You're getting a lot of money. You paid. You have to show balls and continue doing your job. So if you quit just because the fans criticize your style of play, and then football is not for you. Let me tell you that.
Okay, what about what you call that guy, Rudiger? What he said
about what? I don't know. You tell us.
About abusing, about disrespecting his contract. Marina, when she was there, when he under Frank Lampard, little bit he was not performing, and they're giving disrespecting him. Now when Tuchel come, he performed nice. He been world class or whatever like that. Now they beg him to sign. He say no.
But listen,
what
bro,
you did before. Yeah. I don't do.
But listen, bro, we are in the business. That's what I said back then. Listen, Rudiger was below average at some point at Chelsea Football Club. Let's be honest, right? Everybody wanted Rudiger out. How poor that brother was. Thanks God, Thanks God, somebody like Tuchel came, changed the system. He was world class. So don't blame people for saying what they think in that particular time. You can be an average player today, and tomorrow you are good. Just don't go back and say, oh, you criticized me before, now I'm going to show you that I'm leaving your club. No, that is not a good attitude to have. I'm going to stay here and protect Chelsea.
They are looking their advantage. You know, when they get respected, they will accept what they are offering. The Real Madrid come through and they're asking him now, he said, no, you didn't respect me, you do this and that. Now I've got the opportunity to leave.
No, that's not why he left.
That is not why he left. Musa.
That's not the reason why he left, man. Yeah. That's not the reason why he left the club. Rory left the club because he thought that Chelsea would have been in serious trouble, financial trouble. That's why he left. He left because he had some money. He thought that
don't listen to the PR. Sometimes those players will say things just to protect their image.
If there was no sanction on Chelsea, if there was nothing that issue Chelsea had, he wouldn't have left. He would have stayed on Chelsea. But because of the sanction,
he's the one he gave interview that. He's the one interview that. You see that he's the one he talked about that.
He just needed more money, man. That's part of football. Football is about
people. Let's structure this a little bit. Let's hear from other brothers. Dan been very, very quiet here. He doesn't talk a lot. I respect that, but when you feel like talking, you can jump and participate to the discussion. Ishmael, you are there in the house. What you have to say?
What I've got to say. Hello?
Yes,
am I alive?
Yes, I can hear you. You the guy from the DRC, right?
No, from Uganda.
Oh, Uganda. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go on.
Well, thanks for the show.
No problem. Let's go. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Thank you. Chelsea has got a lot of problems from almost like the entire team now. When you look back, there is a time when we had to make sure that we retain Rudiger. The manager never did that. The management never did that. They let that guy go. We got Koulibaly. Koulibaly was, of course, everyone was yearning for him by the time when he was in his prime. Maybe now he's like aging or something, I don't know. But we are trying to have that guy. We got him. Now he hasn't stabilized very well.
Yeah.
Then we bought so many players that we are not supposed to be buying, like Sterling. Sterling, you wonder why Klopp would sell a player who is very, very important to his team.
Yeah, Pep Guardiola, you meant. Yeah. Why exactly. Pep Guardiola sold him? Yeah.
Add up anything. That's why he had to let him go.
Yeah.
A team like Chelsea fight for players which are like deadwood from other clubs. Chelsea has been a team going for big players who are like good in all aspects of the game. You understand?
Yeah, we made a lot of mistakes in the transfer market. That is basically what you want to say.
The same applies to the buy of Fofana. You cannot buy Fofana for almost like 75 million pounds.
That is a lot of money. Fofana for 70. I said it. Listen, sometimes expensive players don't mean necessarily that they're gonna be world-class players. Sometimes you can find solid players somewhere that can do better than Koulibaly or Fofana, and they're gonna be injury-free, and they can help you more than spending a fortune for money. Love day. Yeah, love day. Yeah.
Just like Thiago Silva, we sent Thiago Silva free.
Joseph Thiago is not happy about that.
We send him
Joseph
free.
is. Yeah, go on.
Then when you come to Jorginho issue, that guy has to go. Even like yesterday, has to go. This guy has to leave. You understand? These players like Kovacic also is a guy who's like they have to be like what can I call it? Like team kind of. Okay, they can be a team players kind of, but they are not supposed to be.
He can be a squad player in the Carabao Cup or something.
Squad players. You get. We need to buy, like, at least you can get for me this guy Jovic. Luka Jovic. Is it called Luka Jovic? Oh, bring me this French guy. This French guy who plays for Juventus. This tall guy. I've forgotten his name.
Rabiot.
At least Rabiot can fight. I've seen Rabiot in World Cup. At least this guy is better than all this crap in the midfield that we are having.
Listen,
because
now I will play. I will play Joseph and Mr. Musa in the midfield than Jorginho. Right now, Mr. Musa, if you can run, you are in my midfield. That's how.
Jorginho is a really good player.
You cannot run. Let's build the new midfield. Let's build the midfield now. Leave the Jorginho and Pulisic story. Kante, his prime is past. Leave all the injuries. Must stay there where they're staying. Jorginho will go this year, I'm sure, when his contract is finished.
Okay,
and
so
then,
people, you wanna help the channel? Help me get 100 likes, please. What are you doing, brother? Woke up here in 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm asking for 1 second of your life. I've been here live for more than 2 hours, bro. Let's do it, man. What's going on? Why people are not generous? It's New Year, okay? I'm just asking for 1 like. 1 like. 1 second. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, so Dan, what what do you think about N'Golo Kante new contract here? Should we keep him, or you think we have a brand new structure and including N'Golo Kante, they need to go? Let's go, bro.
I kind of feel we still need Kante. We should probably keep him for a short while, and also be looking for people that can replace him as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I still think we should keep Kante though.
Yeah,
but
he's
well,
open to take a salary cap, a salary cut to stay because he wanna stay in London. So if we can find a common ground here, it's gonna be a very, very good thing. Mr. Loveday, what do you think about Kante? Sell? Let him go? Or
yeah. No. They should let him stay. And another thing, if they should let leg heal very well before he can come back. They should still give him more time. Just look at Regis the other day. Regis is not fit.
Yeah, so you want to give him a proper recovery, and you believe that Kante is going to come back to a good level, right?
Yes, I lost Kante football very much. He's a strong guy.
Let me ask somebody else. Olamide, thank you for coming to the stream. I will come back to you. Joseph, let him go or keep him, Kante?
This is a real question, my friend.
Listen, don't feel bad.
Kante.
Don't feel bad.
I like Kante.
Yeah.
I like
say
him.
Say it. Say it.
No. I want to say finish fully. I don't let anything.
Yeah.
So he's very good guy. If he's agree on the salary issue, is I think the best paid player in now. Besides the Rami selling. So if he cut the salary, maybe less too, and from there he will be a squad player. Anytime when he's free, that guy is the best on the planet when he's free and start. The problem is injury. If that injury is not coming, or he must play less game, sometimes come from the bench and protecting those kind of things. I like that guy. If he retire on the channel, he's fine. I'm happy.
Good. Nice to see you being positive about another midfielder, Mr. Musa. Mr. Musa, what do you think? N'Golo Kante, let him go and buy a brand new midfield, or you think we should keep N'Golo Kante?
Yeah, thank you for that question. For me, N'Golo Kante should stay. Let the young boys that come in learn from him.
Yeah.
Because apart from the Michael Essien, John Obi, Mikel, all those top guys we have in the midfield, there's no one that you can compare with them except N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
Only N'Golo Kante you can say that maybe you would think of those old guys that we had, like Mikel Obi, Makalele. You have to put Mikel in that range. So let him stay and recover well, as the brother said. And then the new boys will learn from him. They will work with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's a really good midfielder.
Good. So let's go. Olamide, brother, yesterday you spent a lot of money on your data. I don't even know what data is, but apparently in your country you have to buy data. But you were with me yesterday like for 2 hours. Today you are back again. Bro, you got money from Ghana. Listen, what you have to say, brother? Good morning. Olamide, the floor is yours. Olamide, we can't hear you. Hello? Knock, knock, knock. Can you hear me? Olamide, we can't hear you, bro. Anytime. Probably is my problem. Can you hear me? Anybody else?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we're hearing you clear.
All right. So, Olamide, when you're ready, brother, you have to join us and start the discussion. No problem. Joseph, you have something to say for sure.
I want to build my dream midfielder.
Yeah, let's go.
Midfielders.
Yeah, go. Dream midfielders. Let's go. Let's go.
But don't worry, I don't put Jorginho there.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Give us your dream midfielders.
Declan Rice.
Okay, Declan Rice. That is a good choice.
Yeah, it's a good choice. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that boy?
Somebody is calling you.
He's not calling. My charger is struggling. I don't know.
Oh yeah, just finish and you can take a break then.
Yeah. Declan Rice and Bellingham, Enzo.
Bellingham, Enzo. That is a very good choice, but it's gonna cost us like 300 million, bro.
It's better. You will rest for 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
10 years.
That's true.
Every 3 years, you know.
That's
it's
true.
Better. I spend there and just.
You have just to pray for them not to get injured, because at Chelsea Football Club we have some juju guys.
Injured, listen, Kante is there on the bench. Imagine.
Yeah.
Kante is there. Sometimes if we play 4-3-3, Mason Mount can play there. You know, Kovacic is there on the bench.
Yeah.
If Jorginho leaves, let's leave him. Jorginho must go.
Yeah.
All the players, they can play there. Those the starting midfielder there, and others maybe we. Kante and Mason Mount and Kovacic, we put another one there. Gallagher even, they can play there. If one injury, the other one go in there. I don't think so. 3 of them one time they injured. You know.
Yeah, good choice, but I don't think with the financial fair play, we can afford to get all 3 of them. Probably 1,
2.
Yeah, but the financial fair play.
Enzo now, on the winter, on the summer. Rice, we can buy 70-80 million.
Okay.
So maybe if we miss Bellingham, it's okay. Kante can play there and we can make another midfielders there to build for 10 years. More than 10 years, imagine.
Yeah.
It's better than like changing tomorrow and changing and complaining and this. Those midfielders, they can build Chelsea for maybe last 10 years. And attackers, we can build with who's this? Rafa
Leao,
Kai.
yeah, Kai and who else?
And the problem, this is telling me he can't go. It's telling me stay other side. He signed last year, so
this guy is he coming to Chelsea for true? Nkunku, they call him, or what? The guy from Leipzig, RB Leipzig. Is he coming?
Nkunku.
Yeah, Nkunku. He's coming. Yeah, he's coming.
Nkunku is a winger or is a like striker
he's a striker. He's a number 10. He can play number 8.
Yeah.
He can play as a false 9. Also from the wing. He's very versatile.
No, we want the like a true wingers, like Vinicius, like the Prime Rolandos, those kind of wingers. We need the straight right winger, not Mason Mount, not other ones. Wingers, you know.
Yeah, but the problem also you forgot is Mason Mount is not a winger, but he's been forced many times to play as a winger.
Telling you, yeah, they're playing there, but he's not a winger. We don't want them to play there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got natural winger that we're not playing. We got like Ziyech is a ball player. Ziyech is a good player. I don't know why we don't use him. You know?
Yeah.
We need people to give us the ball, but look at the striker will be out there calling.
Yeah,
for the ball,
look
like
at the ball that he puts to Aubameyang yesterday. If we were clinical,
look at that ball.
we were going to steal. We were going to steal that game just out of the blue because we didn't deserve. And that's what you wait for Jorginho to create magic. Joseph, we get a lot of echoes from you, my brother. Your battery is down, and
just local. Thank you.
Yeah, Joseph battery is definitely come back when you charge it, bro, because it's making a lot of noise in the stream. But come back anytime, bro. come back anytime. Mr. Olamide, let's go. Olamide.
Yes, sir, brother. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, now
we
can
sorry.
hear
Good
you.
morning.
Good morning. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I was having some issue with my network here, so
no problem. You don't have to apologize to anybody, bro. Let's go. Yesterday you were with me like for hours and spent ton of money to buy your whatever it's called. Yeah. Your datas here we have unlimited everything, but I understand the people that still need to spend a lot of money on the internet there. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. The match yesterday really got me broke down. Serious. You know, I was having these positive vibes that we are going to win the match 4-0 something.
That's why you say you sold me illusion. I was looking for you yesterday. You were lucky not to come back after the game because I was going to get on you. I told you, listen, this team here is gonna cause us problem. You are like, no, brother, we're gonna beat them 4-0. I'm okay. Let me get some hope from you. And then boom. For me, listen, for me it wasn't even a draw. We lost. The way I see it, we lost 2 points. It's not even a draw for me. We lost, yeah.
Because drawing to Nottingham Forest 19th position on the league table, that is totally, if absolutely lose, not draw. Because the points we lose is more than what we gain even in a match. You can't compare 2-1. So we lose 2, and so that one is not a win. So. But you know, Graham Potter, I think he made everything clear to us that King George is untouchable.
Yeah.
Him changing yesterday, I was even surprised, but the thing has to, the damage has been done already.
Yeah.
Before he now comes.
So you want him out, right? You are in the point that you want to see his back.
You know, I can't say he should go or something like that.
Hey, say it. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to please anybody.
From day one, you know, I don't want Graham Potter. You know, I told you this some other time when we talk. I said you sold Graham Potter to us, and now where is the Potter ball or something like that? I don't. It's not my kind of coach from day one. You know, my coach to be in Chelsea, to coach Chelsea is Thomas Tuchel, but he didn't have the chance. Now we are having another person, and this is the process, and I think we should give a chance. But if he didn't make any change, then
Chelsea need a ruthless. Chelsea need a ruthless coach. A coach that is Look, you need a coach as a coach. Be like Guardiola. Be like those guys that are careless when you play the wrong football.
Has no option. We have no.
You know. We don't have.
Olamide, we can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. Your voice is gone again.
Yeah, it's an internet problem.
Yeah, he's having some connection issues.
We are in trouble right now. We I don't know how we're gonna come out. And we bought this defender from Monaco, yeah.
Yeah.
Badiashile, I think.
Badiashile, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I hope that there should be a change here, man. The Chelsea team need an overhauling.
Yeah. Do you think that Badiashile, if we confirm him, he need to play against Manchester City? I don't wanna even think about City. City are gonna score like 10 goals against us. I'm being serious.
The thing here is that I don't know what's happened to Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Injury prone, bro. We are cursed with injuries.
Shit.
Oh, where's injury? That brother is good, but he can't stay fit.
Wow.
Olamide, you are back. You can jump.
Yes.
The question. Go.
As I was saying, I can't say for now, because he just got the job not quite long and the World Cup come. So now we are going to start continue again. So where it will end us through, what I don't want is that I don't want it to affect like our signings, because some players, if we didn't make it to the Champions League or to the Europa League, it may affect us to get players to push us for the next level in next season. So I think maybe if the board or the team can talk to you, or if it can make a change, at least bench the traffic warder for like 5 matches on a row. Like,
so for people who don't know about the traffic border guy, it's Jorginho, because he just drive the traffic. He just direct the traffic at Chelsea. That's why he calls him traffic border. That's what you say, right?
Traffic warder, like someone who direct a police officer.
Traffic. Okay, police officer. Yeah, good.
So, police officer who direct traffic. That is what we call them in
okay, in your country. All right. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So for that, I think maybe if you can do, because even yesterday in the match, I can see you said there are some.
You have audio issues, bro. Today you are in a very bad location, really, in the basement.
What is it called? Curtis. I met some of them yesterday at the.
You are breaking. We couldn't hear you. You are breaking again, people. So if you wanna help your brother, let's push a little bit of likes. If you can get 150 or something, all I'm asking from you is some likes and love. It's a new year, man. Have spirit. Give me some hope before I go back to sleep. Olamide, you are cutting off.
Zachariah, what do you think about Zachariah?
I love the guy. He's
brother,
good.
I'm sorry.
I love him.
He's good. He can give you
hello, brother.
Yes, hello? Olamide, go. We can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So I met one of these coaches, like Jorginho fans FC. I met this guy yesterday. As the match started, I saw Jorginho and I said, no, this is not going to work, because so many things when they watch our match and they see, okay, this is. So Jorginho, from the beginning of the match, he lost from the match. I can say, okay, now what is this guy doing on the pitch? The guy is telling me, did I see Zakaria? I said, even if that Zakaria does nothing, what the little one is doing on the pitch is better than Jorginho doing nothing over there. He said, oh, they mark him. I said, okay, if they mark you as a professional player, you shouldn't surrender yourself.
You should find some solution instead of blaming Zakaria.
Don't surrender yourself for them like that.
And
Make some move.
You know the problem we have with Jorginho fanboys, right? Is they can't tell you exactly what Jorginho does good in the team, but the discussion is gonna end up like, how about Kante? How about Koulibaly? How about Mendy? How about Frank Lampard? How about? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they they're gonna tell you how about, instead of giving you a true answer. You know what I mean? They try to divert the attention to focus on somebody else, but they can't tell you what the problem is, what Jorginho does in the team. Okay, Mr. Musa, you have something to say?
Yeah, but Jorginho, we all know Jorginho is not a good guy. He's the midfield. We use him as a heart of the midfield. That's why killing Chelsea game. One, he's not carrying the ball. He's just bringing it back. Ball come to you as a midfielder, look forward, but he always looking backwards. So it's a major issue that Chelsea has right now. I don't know why all the coaches are favoring him, and it's going to affect the team. I'm thinking, what is our target this season? That's my question that I want to ask you guys. What do you think is our target?
Mr. Olamide, what is the realistic target for Chelsea this season?
For Chelsea this season, because I can't see anything.
Chelsea this season, I want someone who can, like, I can't say this is the player that I don't have a target, but I want someone who can do the job. In terms of the
result, the end of the year, what can we accomplish?
End of the season.
Yeah.
End of the season.
What can we accomplish with this team, with this Chelsea team?
At least if we can't get to the top 4, I still have the hope that we can get to the top 4 at the end of the season.
You've been smoking this morning, right?
No, we can get there. We can get there.
I'm telling you, let me tell you something. There, 2012, at the before what is it called? Before AVB got sacked, we were in 10th position of the league. But at the end of the day, we end up somewhere closer and we won the Champions League. So we qualify for the Champions League. Whether we get to the top 4, I just want us in European tournament for next season.
No, for me, if we don't get to the Champions League, we don't win it or we don't qualify, I want to finish 10th. I want to finish out of all the European competitions so we can build, we can focus on the league, only one game a week so we can win the league and try to build. Because if you have to travel to Uzbekistan on Thursday night to play Conference League against Ube FC somewhere and come back and play on Sunday morning, it's going to affect our way in the league. So if we don't qualify for the Champions League, better not qualify anywhere, That is my opinion. But it could be a good thing for the kid if we can give the kid a chance from the academy to play those games, to develop them a little bit. That also can be. But for me, really, I would like to just stay home, just like under Conte, right? Antonio Conte, when he took over, it was only one game a week. We didn't qualify for Europe and we won the league. So, all right, Mr. Musa, do you have the last word to say goodbye to people?
Oh yeah, look, I want to say, thank you for this show. It's something that it's helpful to everyone, but we should keep praying that Chelsea should at least finish in the top 4. That's my prayer. That's my target. I want us to finish in the top 4 with all the young guys that we're signing. We are signing great players like Santos from Brazil. We signing the good guys. They will do something unless the coaches look at them and say, oh, they are too young not to use them. Because other teams are using their young players and they are the young players that are giving results. Like Arsenal team, you only got like 3 old players on that team right now, which is Saka, Thomas Partey, and the other guy in the defense. Those 3 guys are the only older player, but all the other guys, they are 20, 25 under. So if we can trust our young players, I'm sure we're going to get out of this trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you for the show anyway.
Thank you so much, Mr. Musa. Come back next time, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Love and peace to the family. Goodbye. Olamide, I'm going to give you some times because you had some issues to connect. So I'm still with you here for a little while. But feel free if you are at work and you wanna go to work, no problem. Let me answer to somebody here who's talking about Ten Hag only needed 4 months, and look at us. Ten Hag had a preseason and he also bought his players. He spent 80 million on Anthony. He brought the Butcher and he transformed the team. He benched. What I can say for Erik Ten Hag, he got some big balls. Because to bench somebody like Ronaldo, it's not an easy task, but he did it. This is the kind of manager that I want at Chelsea, who can say, Jorginho, you have to stay, you have to sit down. Aspilicueta or Mason Mount or anybody that is not meeting the standard, you need to be on the bench. No favoritism. I don't care about your price tag or the money you are on. You are on the bench if you're not performing, or the people like Sterling and whatever. So I'm looking for somebody with a lot of balls. But if you're gonna compare Erik Ten Hag and start talking about mixing with Graham Potter, I understand in one way. Graham Potter doesn't have the authority, but in terms of, look at us after 4 months, we're doing good. You had a full preseason. He got his own players in the team. He got rid of players that he didn't want. Sancho out because you are not fit enough to play for the team. Martial, he's injury prone, but he's back in the team. Rashford, when the manager came, he was on the bench. Like, you don't deserve to be there. You don't have to play. In that sense, I can applaud Ten Hag, but I'm not going to compare him with Graham Potter in terms of, he didn't have preseason and he hasn't bought any player on his own. I hope that we can use common sense here instead of getting on people for the heck of it, because we have to criticize and sabotage somebody. Hello, okay, Olamido, just go, man.
You see, those who are comparing them to, they have their own reason why they are saying that. Because if we were getting the best result out of Graham Potter, like, people will also be saying, "No, see, Graham Potter is better than this."
You're right.
That is the nature of.
But listen, me, what I'm looking from Graham Potter is decision making. I will give him time. The problem with me is he's using the same players who caused a lot of trouble under Frank Lampard, under Thomas Tuchel, and now they are untouchable. I don't like that. I don't like you to play people based on your own biased opinion. Like, that's my problem with Potter. I can give you time. There's no shame losing a game, playing Hutchison, okay, playing Chukwuemeka, trying something different. We're gonna understand that we are transitioning, but you don't transition with the same odd guard. Come on, man. That's the problem with you,
brother.
Yeah,
brother. This Jorginho agenda starts not today, not from Graham Potter, from Maurizio Sarri, who brought him to Chelsea. No matter what poor performance Jorginho can give under Maurizio Sarri, Jorginho will play any match. And under who is it called? Thomas Tuchel. Frank Lampard, I think, is a little bit of, but still the same thing. Under Thomas Tuchel, it's still the same thing. So under Graham Potter, I think maybe if he gets the player, if you get the player that he wants, and maybe he's not making the right decision. I said it when in terms of when Thomas Tuchel was there, is that okay? We always get option B, option C, then things we don't get the normal target for the coach and things. So I think if you get the kind of player he wants, then and it's not making the right decision, and Jorginho is still playing. So I think maybe the problem it's not from the coach, maybe from the Chelsea FC themselves, maybe the board or something. I don't know, because this I think is getting out of hand. I think maybe Jorginho is having a share in the team now or whatever. I don't know. So because you can see someone who is costing you your job and you still depend on that person. I think there is something behind that we, the fans, we don't see. So about Jorginho, I think that is because yesterday when this guy came in, Gallagher. Yeah. When Gallagher came in, he made some move, which I know there are so many errors, because I didn't blame him because he didn't start the match. For him to understand the game, it will be some little bit difficult, than someone who started the game and gets lost for about 80 minutes. You play 80 minutes of the match. We can't say this is what you do as. Come on, okay, if you were Mark, how could you surrender yourself to your opponent like that? Come out, make some move as a professional that you have. My grandmother herself would do better than that. Serious.
Yeah.
My grandmother, who is almost 100 years, she would do better than that.
That's true. So people,
Jorginho was there just. What I will plead Chelsea to do for me, only one favor now. No matter who we are going to sign, no matter which player we are going to sign this January, they should please and let N'Golo Kante, please. They should let him fit and retain him for the team. He should be for the team for the next couple of seasons to help us to blend the one who will come and replace him or Jorginho. Because if we are to let Jorginho to blend any other person who is coming, the style of play can also be like Jorginho. It's like
you think he's contentious? He's gonna.
You can no. I'm telling you now. We are not playing like Chelsea FC right now. Chelsea. We are not playing like Chelsea FC. We are playing like Jorginho FC. because most of our players, see Cucurella, if you move, like, okay, the time we like Ashley Cole can make, like, even when there is no way you want to create a chance to go, if Cucurella gets ball, a look forward, you see nobody for there, then he turn back, give it back to the defender or to the keeper.
Cucurella also is
even
a problem.
Aspilicueta also the same thing. Even Thiago Silva touch ball more than any other players on the pitch. Thiago Silva play at the Jorginho's position. I think he will perform better.
We're gonna come back to you, Mr. Olamide. We have another brother here because he's gonna punch you for even talking about Jorginho Frelo here. But we have now two people, one supporting Jorginho, another one not really fan of Jorginho. And we're gonna finish in about 10 minutes, so let's hear from him because he hasn't said anything. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Mr. Phil. And whenever you're ready, go and empty your bag, defend Jorginho in and all that. Pour her out. Let's go.
Good morning to you and everybody over there. And happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Then let's go, man.
Yeah, so it's a pity that Chelsea is in this position, but you know what? As a Chelsea fan, die-hard one, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Chelsea to be in relegation mode for 2 to 3 seasons. Okay. Because if you remember when Potter got this position, I told you Potter will not make top 4. I'm telling you that. One, Potter is not a top manager. He's a good manager, but he's not a top 4 manager. You have to take it to the bank. We are not going to let somebody come in and use Chelsea as a to build himself, to build his resume. It is not going to happen. That's what we're getting now. And if you want Potter to be you are hiring somebody somebody that doesn't know the job to be maintaining the top class job, it's not going to work. And again, it is high time Chelsea fans start understanding that Chelsea is not an English second fielder team. It's not England national team. Mm-hmm. One, you cannot be running around taking all England national team and thinking that you're going to perform. Have you ever seen England national team perform? No, it's Chelsea is not national team. Yeah. Until now, because the reason why I said this is this. I'm bullying. That's why I'm going back and forth. The reason why I said this is when you see James, I've heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, we want a backup for James." Which top class team always want a backup for the national team player of England because they don't want them to overthrow the national team player? They want a backup, and that is the problem that we have in Chelsea. Chelsea want a backup for Chile. They want a backup for James so that they will not overthrow them. Now Chile got injured. What do we have? Nothing. 2, at the third point.
Cucurella is playing.
Until we get Cucurella. Now let me say this to you: Chelsea looking for Enzo, but they don't understand how Enzo also plays. Enzo is also Jorginho 2.0. If you go watch,
how? Tell us how.
I'm going to tell you. The only thing that Enzo do better than Jorginho is when it get close to you, is stronger enough than Jorginho. It's not even fast. Jorginho and Enzo, they are on the same level of being fast. Okay. Yeah, it's not fast. It doesn't mark enough. But one thing that it does well, it knows how to play up front ball. Enzo also need a player that will stay beside him and do the dirty work for him. Okay. Enzo cannot be there alone by himself. He need a player like DePaul and McAllister to do the job for him. Okay. He can't do it by himself. So now, when we at this point, it is high time for us to understand that I'm going to say this. I know you don't like it. Gallagher.
No, say it. Here is democracy. Everybody talk. I don't prevent people from talking.
Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Be honest to yourself. Can those boys enter City national City team? Be honest. Can they enter City team? Can they enter Liverpool team? Be honest to yourself. It is high time we be honest. Can they bench player in City? Can they bench player in United? Or can they bench somebody in Arsenal? And you depend so much on them. It's not going to work. If they cannot bench Jorginho for 4 years now or 3 years going now, you're supposed to start thinking that something is going on wrong. Jorginho for now is better than what we have in our team. So if he's better than those people, then he has to play. Until we find somebody that is better than him, Jorginho has to play. People sit down here complain about Jorginho, but which of the players there that can bench him?
Brother. I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to tell you, you mentioned something about Enzo that is playing like exactly like Jorginho. It's not fast like Jorginho. Somebody needs to do the job. Okay, if somebody do the job for you, maybe somebody get the ball for you to do your own job, part of the job, and you, instead of you to progress with the job, then you are rather sending the job back to where it started from. You know, it's like creating more job for someone who have to do some little job, and we go ahead. Okay. Now me, I mark for you, I get the ball and give the ball to you. You create something up front. Instead of you to make it to move forward, then you rather send the ball back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper to send the ball forward. I think I prefer any other player, even if Maguire from Man U is coming to replace Jorginho, I would prefer.
Okay, let me tell you this. You see, when you have a player, right, you have to understand their role in the team. That is why they call them team, 11 players. Everybody has a role. The role is for Jorginho is to recycle the ball. Make sure that we keep the possession. When the ball cannot go to the front, he has to keep the possession, because that's the first form of defense. Keep the possession. Do not just let the ball out. Create a passing space for players. That's why you see him running to every channel, creating a passing space for players, making sure that the ball is recycled properly. Then the person beside him, let's say Kante. You see Kante is the one that progressed the ball. Kante progressed the ball. He would take the ball, run into the attack. Yeah. You see Cover make sure that the ball, when the ball get to Cover, he make sure that the ball is retained. Nobody take it from him. He will make sure that the ball is retained. So,
sorry to cut you, Mr. Phil. Do you think that returning the ball and recycling the ball, what is the finish? We are business, right? We want to score. We wanna score goals. So, for me, to be honest, with all the respect to you, Mr. Phil, for me, I would take John Obi Mikel all day long, because he's gonna pin the ball. He's not that tactical or technical or whatever. He's gonna put a tackle, get the ball from you, bam, play forward, let other people deal with the situation in the opposition camp, instead of recycling and returning the ball and get dispossessed, and we have possession, and we do nothing with the possession. A little bit of direct football, in my opinion, is what we need.
Exactly. Yeah, that is why Enzo is better than Jorginho. But don't get it twisted. Enzo also
even my grandmother is better than Jorginho.
Let Phil finish.
Enzo also need a player like Kante beside him. He need a player that can destroy ball for him. Enzo is better than Jorginho, but Enzo also need somebody beside him to work with. Don't always think, this player.
Before I forget that, what do you think about the money about Enzo? I think it's a little too much. It's a big risk, though. When it comes to money,
it's a very big risk. But you know what? He's aggressive, and he's from
Argentina.
Argentina, because they are a little bit stronger and fight. But the money is too much. But hey, if they have the money, it's not my money. I just want someone to be better player than Jorginho.
Okay, Joshua, what do you have to say?
Hello, bro.
Mr. Phil, you have echoes because your computer is working.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Joshua, go.
Yes, I was hearing the conversation about Jorginho. What about Sterling?
Sterling.
Can you go talk about Sterling?
Good point.
Sterling,
Let's
you can
go.
do it. You cannot do the dirty work finish. Sterling cannot carry his opponent. He cannot carry and go forward. Always back, guiding the ball. No, nothing at all.
Yeah. So before I forget, Mr. Phil is the guy who sold me Jorginho. Hey, what? Sterling. He came here with blue eyes. He told me that we need winners, and Sterling is a winner. Look at Manchester City. We need people who can win, who won something. And if we buy players from Manchester City, we're going to win something. Mr. Phil, before I forgot, what do you think about your brother, Raheem Sterling?
This is the point. When you want to buy a vehicle or you want to buy a product, you look at what or want to hire somebody, you look at their resume, right? And the resume of Sterling tells us everything that we need to know. And that's how you buy player. You look at what they have done, what they are doing, and that is how you go for them. But I'm going to tell you this. Sterling is not a bad player, but I'm telling you now, the manager is not good enough to take anything out of Sterling. See, there is one thing that people need to understand. There's what we call fear factor. Fear factor in a team. If you don't have a fear factor in your team, it's either from your manager or some players.
Very good point. Very good point. That's why people are not afraid of Jorginho, because they can bully him. They push him around. He can't put a tackle, so no fear factor. Nobody, before people were afraid of attacking our midfield. Now, like, people don't sit back anymore. They attack our midfield
because they know that we don't have an attack that can bite. If we have a Okay, let me cite this example for you. You remember during Mourinho? During Mourinho will keep 6 players in the defense. They're not going anywhere. Against City, we sit down, 6 players sitting down. He will only deploy 3 players against the defense. And those 3 players, when they get the ball, I bet you they will put that ball behind the net. That is what William, Hazard, and one other player in the front.
Costa.
They will put the ball behind the net. Watch them. But now,
brother, sorry. You are talking about Jorginho and defending Jorginho. How many key passes he passed yesterday?
Exactly. Okay. That is the question.
Yeah. Also, let me say hi to Kevin. Let me say hi to Kevin. Kevin, hi.
I'm okay. I'm just listening.
Okay, sure. So whenever you feel like coming in, you can cut off and come talk, all right?
If I want to say something.
Yes, go.
I like what this guy was talking about. Mourinho is a fucking big coach, but you cannot use Mourinho to compare this current coach.
What do you mean by that? Don't use a big language. We have kids watching. What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying you can't use Mourinho pattern. This player we are using now was the player Tuchel used last season to win Champions League. I'm just saying the coach. The coach is not. The coach fit a small team.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother. You see that statement that you mentioned. You cannot compare. I'm not trying to compare. I'm just saying that somebody just said that people don't scare. They are not scared about our defense. I'm just saying that when we have a good attacker, they know that they can put the ball behind the net, you will see the other players.
How about the supply channel? The supply channel, which is the midfield supply.
Brother, please, I want to ask Mr. Phil. I want to tell you something. Mr. Phil,
Yeah, Dr. Phil.
When Fabregas was at Chelsea, Fabregas is not the kind of player who attack. It's not fast. It's not. You understand me? But N'Golo Kante or Nemanja Matic, they will do anyone who pair with Fabregas at that time, they will do the dirty job. And if they do the dirty job and the ball gets to Fabregas, the end product is what the chances it creates. Fabregas in a match, Fabregas can create more than 50 chances for players.
Because
so if you are attacker,
Every striker is gonna miss, including Holland. But
exactly.
You need also people who create more and more, who can put those balls.
If you get someone who creates better, no matter how poor Raheem Sterling can be, see him when he was at Manchester City. They create chances. Even if he miss more, you will still Sterling. Even he's still doing it in Chelsea. If he get more chances, no matter how poor his performer is, it will still give us the end product at the end of the day. But not okay. Like in 1 century, you create one great chance, and you are saying they miss the chance. Now you are saying the chance he creates in this so much, and this no, come on. Let us be realistic. Jorginho is not the kind of player that we need.
Jorginho is not even fast enough. Even fast enough.
Hello.
Collect ball, he'll be running like a goat. We don't know when they go, sir.
Hello. It is not only sir. It is not only Jorginho that is in the team. I'm not defending Jorginho, but what I'm saying
we are not saying that Jorginho, but the engine, you see, the engine we are having.
Let me finish. I'm not defending Jorginho, right? But what we have in the team now, Jorginho is better than anyone that you want to. Okay, tell me. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a simple question, and I want you to be honest. Today, who do you think can play in that Jorginho role and play better than Jorginho?
Listen.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let me structure a little bit. Mr. Kevin, listen. Let me structure. Mr. Phil just asked you a question. Be quick. Tell us who can do a better job in that position than Jorginho at that moment. So let's go one by one. Kevin, go.
Me, I'm saying nobody can perform more than Jorginho in that wing.
He's not a winger in that midfield.
In that midfield wing, nobody can perform more than him. That's why we need many players. The only person that can try in that wing is Kante. But Kante is not fit.
Okay, I got your point. Let's go. Joshua, who can replace Jorginho in this current moment? Because everybody want him out. Who can do it? Go.
My brother, if you put Chukwuemeka in that defender, you put Zakaria there, I will appreciate it. I will be happy.
So Zakaria is going to do a better job than Jorginho. Okay, Olamide,
yes,
who's can do a better job than Jorginho?
Yeah, brother. Even like yesterday match, I was expecting Zakaria and Kova to start the match ahead of the traffic warden player. So I think Zakaria would do the job better. Even yesterday, I was expecting he should pull Jorginho out, put this thing. Kovacic. Kovacic will move the ball, and Zakaria will stay back and do the dirty job for Kovacic.
Okay, yeah.
Jorginho is not better than anybody in the team. Please.
Okay, so let's go. Let me structure this. Now we're going back to Mr. Phil because you already give the answer. Let him now talk. Mr. Phil, what do you think about the options that they just gave us? And my option is gonna be Lewis Hall. How about that? Lewis Hall, great midfielder, energy. Through balls, always progressive football, 18 years old, English academy. I know. Just consider that kid he's from France, okay? His name is Francois Xavier. You know, he's not from the academy, and he's that baller. Look, for me, that is my option. Mr. Phil, this is your time.
Thank you so much. I'm going to start from you so that I don't miss anything. To be honest with you, I've not really seen too much of him. I wouldn't say too much about him because I've not really seen too much. So if we want to lose all, let us play him first in like a cup, like all these cup leagues, so that we can see what he can do, like we did for this boy that we sent to Brighton. Then two, somebody mentioned Zakaria. Zakaria is a good player, but if you watch him very well, do you know how many times he loses possession of the ball? And you cannot lose possession of the ball in the heart of the team. You cannot be doing that.
Well, that's what Jorginho's speciality is, losing the ball.
Yeah, so I understood that. So when you say somebody is going to do better than Jorginho, Not somebody that will lose the ball.
But
when
of course, the problem with that is he's gonna bring long legs. He's gonna put tackles. He's gonna bully people even physically, and that is gonna slow the game also and allow us to restructure.
Lose the ball, he didn't matter to gain the ball back. But
that is
when Zakaria lose the ball, he will try and get the ball back. So that is what he does better than Jorginho.
That is fine. That is fine. But you know what though? It is the same Chelsea fan base that always don't want a better player in that team, keeping Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, and all the rest. When we need a player that can actually bench Jorginho, or
very good point. Very good
point. And we can even send him out to Italy.
Very good point. Can send him to Italy. Know whose fault? You know whose fault? The manager that you want, because you're a big fan of Thomas Tuchel. He's the one that was given 300 million to make a team last summer. Guess what he did? He brought Koulibaly, 31 years old. Let me finish.
You ask yourself,
Let me finish. He brought him. He brought Aubameyang. He brought Sterling. And he said we have a great midfield. Yes, I have interviews in my channel that he said we don't have any problem in the midfield. He's the one who brought injury-prone kid from Leicester City, Fofana, to the team. And now he brought Cucurella for 60 million. And instead of using somebody, I know you don't like to hear any academy or whatever, but the guy is Dutch. Okay, his name is Matson from the academy, and then you can get a solid, proper midfielder to help Jorginho or Kante. He's the one who decided to make those decisions. But you say that we didn't address the problem, but you are a big fan of the past regime, so you're contradicting yourself, right?
Okay, what I'm trying to say here is this: the past summer transfer. You know what? It is not transparent enough, and hence this man was sacked. We don't know who is actually buying those players. We cannot pinpoint it on Thomas Tuchel, because that Chelsea is not structured. We don't know who is buying who is making names, who is bringing name out. So don't pinpoint it on Jorginho. Hence, he was sacked because there is an argument between him and the owner. Yeah. All the time about what we're doing and what we are not doing. They want him to be a yes man, and he refused to be a yes man. Hence, he was sacked. So do not pinpoint the transfer window on Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is a very diplomatic person. If he says something, he doesn't really mean it the way he said it. If you have, it's like
he's not the one that
you have to read between the lines.
Yes, you read between the lines. It's not like a Conte from Sports that will just say it the way you want it.
From Tottenham Hotspur's Antonio Conte. Yeah,
exactly. Thomas Tuchel, we sugarcoat things for you, and that is why I cannot pinpoint that transfer window on him. If those managers can all actually say what actually happened between them before they were sacked, some of you will be surprised.
Okay, so people,
both of them.
Brother, please.
Echoes, Mr. Phil. You have a lot of echoes. Yeah, you mute yourself.
Hello, yeah, brother. You see about Thomas Tuchel, I will not. To me, I can say after Jose Mourinho is the best coach we ever had in Chelsea team. Because when you we all last season here, me and you we were talking about Marina this, Marina that. Yeah, Marina this, Marina that. Imagine if Marina were not there, we hardly buy the first choices of a coach in the Chelsea team when Marina was there. We hardly buy not even first choice, second choice. We almost get like third choice.
Buy like leftover. That's what you mean.
Like always leftover product. Yeah. You see. So all the blame goes that went to Thomas Tuchel. I mean,
no, we're talking about the last window. Marina wasn't there, and Thomas Tuchel was given the right 100% to choose because Todd Bowley is not a scout. He's nobody. He doesn't know anything about football. The real football.
Brother, the last window,
and they trusted
the last
the manager to choose.
Any coach, any manager can make the mistake. But you give him time to do what to call. Maybe he has a home plan on doing that. You understand me? But no, you sign all those players.
So what you're saying is
immediately you got him started.
So what you say is, if we gave him more time, probably he was going to get the best out of Koulibaly and
out of them. So now they become dead wood for this man because it's not the one who signed them.
Yeah, I understand now. I'm trying to structure this very quickly because I have to leave.
Let's do it as he used to say when Frank Lampard was sacked. Lampard has gone. Let's leave Lampard out of this. So Thomas Tuchel has gone. So let's leave him out of this.
All right.
Now,
I respect that. Mr. Kevin, you want to say something so we can let you go?
Okay,
Mr. Okol,
I feel like...
Your last word for this show. Yeah, I'll be back at some point. Let's go.
I felt like Tuchel was the right man for the job. But despite you don't know the player, I felt like he made some mistake in the signing. But he was definitely good at the job. Okay. Look at last season, we didn't have many players, but we performed well. We won Champions League. With all those players, Lampard could not use.
So, are you Porter in or Porter out?
Yeah?
Porter in, Potter, Graham Potter, out or in?
I'm in.
You want him out? The new manager at Chelsea, you want him out?
No, I want Potter out.
Okay. Hey, that is my brother. You must be from Nigeria. The way you say it is just like in the movie. Hey! Okay, my brother, thank you so much for helping. Come back next time. Joshua, go. Let's say something, man. To conclude this show, what you have to say.
Okay, for me, for this coach, we have to give him some time. You know, he's working. He's using his many favorite players. His youth.
Okay.
So he needs some youth. You understand? Chukwuemeka, Avivel, and many others.
He's not using them though. He's not using them. That's the problem.
Yeah, because there is senior players. Deadwood also, like Aubameyang.
But it's not their fault. The Deadwood are there because the manager is choosing them. So.
Yeah, that is just it. So I hope next season things will change. That is what I'm just having patience. Even though we go down to the bottom of the league, I'm still there.
Even in the championship, we're gonna get relegated.
Yeah, I'm there because look at Liverpool right now. You know when they are suffering. City, you know when they are suffering. I know, but look at them now. They are progressing. So you have to have patience before everything will get right.
All right, Mr. Joshua, thank you for helping, and come back next time, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Don't forget on your way out to like, okay? The first thing before you go out, like the stream. Thank you so much. People, listen, help me before I leave here in 5 minutes, please. Help me get 150 like only. That is the only gift I'm asking you to do for me. It helps the channel. It helps YouTube to promote my next stream. So only one click. I've been here for almost 3 hours. I have to go back and probably sleep for 1 more hour. Try to sleep and go to work, you know. Just for the community. Who else wanna say something here? Go. Anybody?
Okay, let me go. I will say that they should give him chance to organize himself, but if there is no changes there, they can find a way. Let's see him to the end of the season. You see, because if somebody else come now, it will be okay. The kind of player you see, like how Thomas Tuchel, like he signed players, but he wasn't give chance to use them. You understand me? So now let's give him chance. Now he's also doing the signing. So let's give him chance and to use those players to see what result.
My problem with giving time here is that you do the right thing, right? If we are in the process, if you are in transition and you keep on doing the same thing, so what the point? Where is the transition here? Okay, but I respect
maybe he have his own target.
Where is Chukwuemeka? Where is Chukwuemeka? Where is Hall? Where is those transition? We're transitioning from, Odegaard to what Aspilicueta is doing on the pitch when Chalobah is sitting there. You know what I mean? Those questions are the questions that need to be asked. What Raheem Sterling is doing on the pitch when he's not transforming, when he's not performing good. What Mason Mount is doing on the pitch if he's poor. I mean, I blame more the midfield than Mason Mount, but sometimes you have to be honest. If you are not performing, you are out. I mean, it is what it is. This is football. It doesn't have to be about passport. It doesn't have to be about your background. You're not performing. You are benched and you learn from the bench and you come hungry and perform. I don't care if they're going to bench all the academy or English because I don't see colors. I don't see passport. We are all the same. I've been discriminated my entire life because of my color.
We are Chelsea,
and I don't discriminate people. Yeah, all the people are my people. Chelsea, all the players, because discrimination is too much. Oh, because he's selected because he's English. He's selected because he's from Italy. He's Italian or whatever. We have to stop that. Let's talk football and let's talk Chelsea.
Exactly. But see someone like Cucurella is not an English player, but he's playing. And his performance is not that good.
And Koulibaly is not English, but he still played there. He
doesn't deserve English player, and they are playing.
And Jorginho is always there, the first name on the sheet. It has nothing to do with.
If they are saying anyone who are saying Jorginho, maybe they are fans of PS2, PlayStation 2. When you play PlayStation 2, every player will create according to how the creators they feel like they like. It's not like how real human being will do. So you can carry one player from here to this. Maybe in PlayStation 2 you can move Mason Mount like how you can move Cristiano Ronaldo. So maybe those one that is how they see things. But when we talk of football, Mason Mount is one of the best we have in the team right now.
Yeah, it's not people don't agree, but they don't know that the guy been playing 4 years as a winger in the wrong position, the wrong system. Every manager wanna misuse him. He's there because it was for his work ethic, but he's out of position all the time. And when you don't have supply, you're gonna struggle no matter what, because the midfield supposed to connect no matter what. I understand recycling the ball, controlling the tempo is all good, but at the end of the day, it's about business. Football is about business of scoring. If you don't get supply from the midfield, it's the defense is completely isolated with the brain of the team is in the midfield. If you don't pin those balls, if you don't attempt to do something, you don't play progressive, I don't see why we should always praise the recycling factory. I'm sick and tired of recycling factory at Chelsea. I want to see us pin the ball. Bam! You know what I mean?
Recycling factory, which is not
recycling factory.
When you recycle a product, you make it, you create it as a product outside there. You give it to you were given to supply the product out for people to purchase the product. Instead of you to supply to the people to purchase the project, then you send it back to the dustbin. And now you take it back again to recycle it again.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What are you getting from that?
The problem with me is, the narrative about our attackers not scoring enough. Mason Mount is a crap. He's there because he's English and all that. It's going to change when we have proper midfielders who can progress the ball, who can tackle the ball, who can give energy, who can do something, create something, who can also at least shoot the damn ball. Kovacic would dribble everybody, dribble his mother, his grandmother, the referees, the boss man. He dribbles everybody.
Even the goalpost.
Oh my goodness. And then the last thing, put that through ball, deliver, shoot. It's good. You can have a penalty because somebody might hand them. Do something when you shoot the ball. Anything can happen. Look at what happened yesterday. Look at what happened. Pulisic, awful cross, a little bit deflection. What happened? And then Raheem Sterling sitting there, the right place, the right moment. Bam, a goal. That's what you got. That's what I want to see. Jorginho top the ball. You know, do something. Pin it in the box. Even nobody is there. Something can happen. Do something in that freaking edge of the box. But we don't do anything. But it's always Mason Mount. If we got Enzo Fernandez, we got Frankie de Jong, we got Thiago Alcantara, we got Kevin De Bruyne. Listen, all the narrative about English players, blah, 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 is going to diminish because you will see everybody walking, first of all, for yourself and second of all, for the team. You have to do your job first before you ask help for 10 bodyguards to guard you so you can do your job. No, do your freaking job first, because I heard people blaming Mason Mount for Jorginho losing the ball like one-on-one. It's duel. It's between two players. It's called duel. Has nothing to do with Mason Mount. It's you against another player. Beat him up, dribble him, have a killer pass, dominate that guy. But of course, because Mason Mount didn't do his job, that's why Jorginho didn't put a tackle or Jorginho didn't pass the ball because Mason Mount didn't do his job. I am sick and tired, people. We have to love Chelsea more than the recycling factory.
Even, let me tell you something about dribbling. Like Chelsea, look at the, like, let's say from 2010 coming, Chelsea, we don't dribble so much. Didi Drogba don't dribble, Aneka don't dribble. All these people, they will give long passes.
Frank Lampard, very weak. He doesn't even energy. When he's running,
they locate where
he's running like a kid who is hungry. He can't even run. But look at efficiency.
At the back of the net. But they always be at the. You see, we don't dribble. Michael Essien, who Ivanovic don't dribble. One cut and give the correct pass, and we get the job done. But now, even to mark, you can't mark. Recycling the ball self, even yesterday was the performance of Jorginho. He lost from the first minute of the match. To come and recycle the ball self, the recycling machine bought.
Yeah, you are cutting off.
I don't
people.
Mr.
Olamide, say goodbye to people, my brother. Conclude, and we're gonna let Len
everybody, please go on, subscribe, like, and share. So let's get the channel move forward.
No problem, my brother.
We'll see you some other time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem, my brother. Have a good day, Mr. Olamide. The floor is yours. Bring everything you have in the pocket and say goodbye to people, and let's close the show.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you. This is a great show. You asked a question about Potter in, Potter out. I'm 100% Potter out. Potter is not good enough for Chelsea.
Who should replace him for the moment? Like now, if we sack him, who should come?
I have no idea. I've never put my mind on it, but presently, Potter is not going to.
Enrique, the guy from Barcelona.
Yeah,
did you think he's better?
If they bring him, I will support him because he has a good resume. He has handled big players, so he's respected among the players. He will tell you what to do, and you better do it. Not Potter. Potter is not good enough. Potter is going to get us into relegation zone. If they keep Potter there for the next 2 seasons, we're never going to be in top 4. There's no way. Go buy all the City team or United team or any team. Potter is not going to cut it. He's not good enough to do the job for Chelsea. That's all I have to say. And also, all this issue about blaming player, blaming this, blaming that, it is not my thing. It is not my thing. My thing is, if you want a player to be benched, you have to have somebody that will take that position and do better than that person that is going to be benched. In Chelsea fan base, they want some particular player to be there and they keep collecting paycheck, but every season, what have they done for you? What exactly have they put on the table for you for you to be paying them? You want Ruben Loftus-Cheek to keep on playing for Chelsea, and the guy is not doing
He's been injured for 2 months.
I understood that. That is why he's not supposed to be in Chelsea anymore. It's been too long. You keep all these low-level players that cannot bench our bad players, and you want the team to progress. How is that going to happen? It's not going to happen. You have to create a kind of competition.
So we need competition instead of replace who can deputize or
exactly.
Who can help.
Thank you. That is the better word. We don't need all this deputizing. We need somebody that can bring a competition. If you are not playing well, we go to the next person who is doing better job than you. So when you're on the bench for the next 1 month, when you get opportunity, you are up and running. That's how to run a good team. That's how to be a better team. That's how to win cups. You can't win cup with all these mediocres that we have in the team. We cannot. It's not going to happen. It's a clear-cut science. It's not going to happen. Like Biden will say, follow science, follow science. It is not going to happen.
All right.
The better we understand this, the better the peace we're going to get.
Okay, so what position are we going to finish this season?
As it stands now, we are going to go below 10. That's what I'm going to say. This season, below 10. Next season, if Potter is still there, we are below 10.
Below 10. All right, Mr. Phil, thank you for helping. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Happy New Year. Peace and love for you and your families. Have a good day. Don't let Chelsea ruin your day. Enjoy the day as much as you can. God bless you, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.